All right, we are live. Look at that. Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? It's Saturday, but it doesn't feel like it for me. It's a very different style of day for me. And of course, it wouldn't be a Bickering Bunch stream if we weren't off with a few hitches. But before we talk about some of the unfortunate hitches that we are currently experiencing with everything right now, we must first thank some guy. What a great name. We must first. Sometimes your guys' names. Some guy. It just sounds like I don't care, but it is literally his name. Some guy said, "Render unto, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Render unto Bob what is Bob's. Give those cheekies over, Kyle." No, but thank you for the donation, much obliged, and thank you everyone for those who have begun to support the channel. It means a great deal to everyone on the team that there has been a massive influx of people donating. Now, just so we're clear, I'm not sure if this came across the wrong way, but when it comes to the troubled times that we are facing, it is not entirely stemming from the fact that the Wu flu is making everyone sick. For us personally, it's just a clarification here. It's stemmed from the fact that one of our clients was like, "Hey, mid-contract, if you don't do this thing, we're gonna come next time contract renewal's up. We're gonna find one of your competitors," which is kind of extortion. But what can you do? It's your client, so if you say no, then you're fucked. These are the dark times we live in. So that is why I'm working 70-hour work weeks, and so that's why things are kind of busy. Now, there are some things I want to talk about here because there's a lot I want to talk about. Biggest thing here is ATTILA's launcher, okay? God damn it, Creative Assembly. The way you change these mod launchers fucking pisses me off. So currently I'm just trying to get the game to run with the correct mods. I can get it to run, which is what you just heard, some of the game sound music going in the background there. And so we're attempting to get the game to more or less turn on with the mods. Otherwise, I'm worried that the campaign might break. But if it doesn't work, well, shit. The thing is, I wouldn't expect any sort of serious mod here. Now, hold on. There are mods that I think might potentially. Okay, so that one. There's a lot I want to talk about today. A lot. Mostly because hello Jabrown, hello Arturian, hello Steve. But there's a lot I want to talk about today, and one thing I want to talk about in particular is characters. Characters, specifically Celeste Flare. Now, for those who are unfamiliar, yeah, I know you don't see anything right now. It's because I'm tweaking with the mods. I will pull her up in a second. But the reason I want to talk about Celeste in particular is, number one, she's the first character I ever made. She stems from a particular dream. This particular dream in particular, a lot of particulars here, is the sole inspiration, or what sort of kickstarted the whole Mixers project. And in this dream, I had it in about, and it was like it was in elementary. It was I believe either third or fourth grade. And this dream, there was a city, and this city. Oh, we have a donation. Shadowfox 2300 says for $2. So technically, you are late again. Yeah, no, I am late again. Oh my god, it's starting to run now. Holy shit. Thank you, game. Thank you. Now, can we get into the campaign? Oh, please, 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 for the love of God. Don't be competitive, game. Don't be competitive. Just function. But in the stream, the city was under siege. And it was under siege by things that were just black. Like, dark as dark can be. Like, they were pitch black. Sort of like shadowy, hazy, sort of like black, weird shapes. Oh yeah, no, I was trying out the Huns. Yeah, by the way, the Huns, I killed the Romans, and then they were resettled instantly. Annoying. annoying. Okay, so we gotta load up the Western Riemann campaign. There we go. This one I just kept hitting end turn. I eventually released Kush as a thing. That was a while ago, though. The Western Riemanns. This is the one we're on. But in this dream, this city was under siege, and there was a girl, a little girl, with white, skull-white hair. And she was crying because she didn't want to die. And then, and in that dream, I was like, oh, no, you know, we got to do something to save this girl. And I don't remember what, but it was like trying to save somebody, no matter how much you wanted to save them, but then they just died anyways. And I had this dream for a while, and I kept having the same dream where this girl kept dying. And I was like, the fuck? Like, this is... Like, this shit kind of bothered me for quite a while, because one thing when I was little is I didn't like the idea that things couldn't be reversed, that things couldn't be changed for the better, that everything always had an impact, or something could always be saved if you simply just work towards it. And so this dream bothered me for the longest time. The idea that this girl couldn't be saved, that she had to die, and if she didn't die, you know, then everything would cease to be. And it was a weird thing. It was like, she has to die, but you don't want her to die. And you try to save her, but then she just dies anyways. And it's like, God damn it, you little shit, don't fucking die. And that was one of the root inspirations. What sort of kickstarted Mixers was the idea of this perpetual conflict, the idea that things erode, and that no matter how hard you try, sometimes things just simply won't go well. But in spite of that, even though she did die in the original, like, lore and the first edition of Mixers, she died. But because of her death, things went on anyways. And sure, the world kept on spinning. And, you know, there were dark times and there were bright times. Most notably, there was a lot of dark. One of the problems with the first edition of Mixers, it was too much of, like, these retardedly large conflicts that didn't make a lot of sense. And so that was downscaled quite a bit. Do not molest the Celeste. Yeah, please don't. She must be protected. We'll do a battle to warm up here. This is an easy warm-up battle, okay? There's no fucking this up. And so the idea of Celeste as a character is, she's always been intrinsic. She's the oldest character in the Mixer story. Her original name was actually not Celeste, though. That was actually changed later on. Her original name was Shadow. And she had white hair, pale as pale could be, and sort of like purpley looking eyes, like just weird looking. Not normal. Frail. Frail was what I remember. Extremely frail. But it was an interesting like dream. Like, it was just weird. And so either way, that eventually culminated to, like, oh, you know, she's a part of the story. And things changed drastically since then. Like, it, again, because the dream thing was simple. It didn't have a lot to it. It's like, there's a city that's falling, and around this city that's falling, or in the city that's falling, there's this little girl who doesn't want to die. But she ends up dying anyways. And the whole thing about the dream that bothered me the most was the fact that she, like, of how much she didn't want to die. Because it was kind of like watching it in third person. It was like, it felt like I was there, like I had a presence, that I could do something. But in actuality, I wasn't actually there, and I was just watching. And so she eventually, like, you know, she struggles, she tries to, like, survive. She's running, she's hiding, and she's even, like, fighting futilely against these things that just can't be hurt. And then she just dies. And it's like, wow, that's fucking anticlimactic. That's not a very interesting story. And so it's like, but I liked the idea, and I was very inspired by it. That I wanted the idea of this universe, and I was like, oh, what a cool way to honor this little girl by putting her in the game. Now, she's not real, she's fake, and she at the time, I think, because my own age, she was actually older than I am now. At least she looked older. She looked like 12. That's hazy. It was a weird thing. It was a very weird thing. And so that's why I named the stream an Empire of Dreams, because it's partially related to this subject of today, where we're talking about, you know, these characters and stuff like that. And so I always wanted to give these characters life. Now, not all of them ended as tragically as poor Celeste. For example, Rhea and Aya and Nezra, those characters are actually relatively new, actually, which is funny. Which stems from the whole, oh, we have another donation. Meyer says, for 50 North Korean monies, at least you haven't dreamt about being raped by an undead dog in Russia. I always have a trippy and disturbing dreams. That is genuinely weird, Meyer. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's fucked up in a lot of ways, my friend. Yeah, no, I've had some weird dreams. I haven't had anything like that, though. That in particular takes the fucking cake. The only reason why I was bringing up this particular dream is because I wanted to talk about our game, because I want to work on it, and it's been extremely difficult lately to do anything on it. Now, fortunately, like, I can write stuff down like I did today about the heavy cataphract cavalry that the Astrian Empire uses, and Carlos is like, oh, no man, no problem, man, I got this. Like, he's you know, he's got initiative, he's got skill, and he'll take care of it. He'll get it done. We can trust Carlos to get it done because he's a highly skilled artist. And so it's assuring when you have a team that is, you know, expert level, I would argue. I would argue that my team is a team made up of legendary heroes, because they are legendary in their own way. They're fantastic people, every last one of the little shitlords. Even though they can be a little sassy, specifically Sal. And Fairman. Let's not forget fucking Fairman now, shall we? Alright, we're just gonna skirmish the enemy lightly. Now again, we're taking this battle kind of slow because I'm trying to get back in the loop of how to play this game. I don't want to drop the ball, because dropping the ball in ATTILA is like fucking getting run over by a fucking train. It's not particularly pleasant. This is not particularly efficient. And I will actually, after this battle, we shall look at Celeste for design. Now, there's some things I should be cautious. I was originally highly reluctant to showing this character, except for the fact that this character is pivotal to the story. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like you kind of have to show this character at some point, and so it was later through other advice. Now, there's other characters that are related to Celeste that we're not going to be showing for obvious reasons. Certain characters don't need to be showed yet. There's a lot of art that I cannot show simply because, and that the patrons can't see. Now, by the way, we changed our patron policies though. Never mind. I keep forgetting that. I really got to remember that, or I'll accidentally post something. Because now the new policy with the game art is that all game art is now freely availably visible, which I do have to go back through and change everything. But it's all visible to look at. What are you doing, little shits? There's some art that needs to be re-uploaded and made public. But yes, you can go into our Patreon account, and I believe our Subscribe Stars account. You don't need to donate, by the way, just to browse at some of the cool artwork, and I highly suggest you do, because number one, the artwork's fucking amazing for our universe. The art style for it is fucking unique, and it took a long while to define the art style of Mixers, a sort of retro-esque anime style with Western storytelling. Like, it's gonna be fucking incredible. Oh, I cannot wait. There's no spoilers in this stream. You don't have to worry. Trust me. Celeste as a character is a very cool character. At least, no. I'm very biased towards her character. She might be absolutely retarded. I'm not quite sure. She's probably the most difficult character by far, because I don't know. It's hard for me. Rhea, Aya, Nezra, Syra, you know, fuck, there's other ones, Waylon, Adrian, there's so many more. Those guys, easy. Celeste, difficult. And that stems from the fact that there's a myriad of complications to that character in particular. In terms of writing problems that needs to be addressed. Things that need to be fixed with that character. Poor little Celeste. She's a fundamentally derpy character because she's from the first edition of Mixers, which is also the derpiest fucking edition. It needs to be fixed greatly. We have another donation from Shadowfox. Screw that. If you don't donate, then Bob gets your cheeks. What? What Kibs say about getting run on by the train? No. That's just particularly what you, chat, wanted to happen to Aerith. You want her to get run on by a train, which I don't understand. I always feel bad for Aerith as a character. Everyone's like, haha, look at the dumb little cat girl. And here I am going like, god damn it, that poor girl. She doesn't deserve the shit she goes through. Well, let's be honest, she kind of does. But that's besides the point. Karma works in horribly mysterious ways. Also, I'm pretty sure that's their commander there, by the way. Notice how he's like blocking them javelins. See, it's weird firing on Romans, but these are traitores Romanis. That's not Latin. That's all made up. Oh, he's dead now. And that was the general, yep. I love how everyone around him dies. I'm cheesing the ever-living shit out of this AI for no particular reason. There is no reason to be this cheesy with it. But I want to. Bubbles isn't here, and by God be damned, I'll do it how I want to fucking do it. What are you doing, you little fucking mongoloids? There we go. Leves Armatore. Or Armatore. Little bitches. Thank you for the donation, Shadowfox. Much obliged. I thought Bob only wanted Kibs cheeks. You're terrible. You're all terrible people, and you're all gonna burn. I have to be careful what Celeste art I show. That is true. Ah, Celeste. She's probably one of my favorite characters. I have to be biased here. Everyone has a favorite. Just like poor Sala with Aya. Oh, God. The original script, if Sala could see it, he would be so sad. It would have been hilarious. Would have been absolutely fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I'm cruel. I'm a cruel fucking god, and when it comes to writing stuff, I guess, I'm going to hell for sure. But hey, conflict is how all stories are derived. So you have to have a little bit of violence, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Kibs, but what does that necessarily implying right there? Good question. I don't actually know. Is Bub the Bob? No, Bubs is not the Bob. Bob is the Bob. Bub is the Bub. Leves Skirmatore. They're not called that, but they're called Armatore. But it sounds like they say Skirmatore, and that sounds like skirmish. So I'm like, oh, that makes sense, right? Skirmatore, skirmish. But no, they're just stupid little Latin monkeys. Also, I have a whole other army, but I didn't need them. I didn't need any of their bullshit. Also, you done tearing that down? To be fair, destroying barricades with spears would be fucking awful. Bob's is secretly Bob. Our game is gonna be sick, chat. Our new animator, Sato, I am so excited. I cannot wait to see him in action. Alongside our fantastic legendary animator Cash. We truly have a team of legends. Like, not to get all three kingdoms, because I've been watching that TV show. Well, I was watching it until this, you know, it's an extended work hour thing came up. Now I'm not. Don't have time. But, oh God. So much work needs to be done. We're just, don't think about it. We'll focus on the now. Think about it later. This is my free time, by the way. And even then, the goddamn motherfucking server is down right now. And I'm fucking pissed off about it. You wanna know why? Because I still have to submit those links into the reporting system. Because they're technically not in there. You know what they are? They're just sitting in a document waiting to be uploaded, but I couldn't upload them at the time, and now the server's running. When I got home, I checked, and I was like, motherfucker, I was gonna stream. I'm like, I'm gonna stream. I'm just gonna upload them later. Technically speaking, those links are already being taken down, so it doesn't really change anything. It just simply puts into the reporting system. It's just today's workload looks like I did absolutely fucking nothing, and tomorrow's is gonna look like I did like fuck tons. People are like, oh my god, Kib didn't work it. Oh, but then be like, holy shit, he worked like almost 20 hours the other day. Like, how is that even possible? No. It's because the fucking stupid piece of shit little thing. God damn it, didn't upload it. Specifically, the uploader. He's broken, can't log in. Imperial Guardsman. Oh no, cannon fodder. He's like, oh no. I won't be. Wait, is there no cap points? This town is too tiny to have cap points. Poop. Here I was going like, yeah, we'll just sit on it and not take a single goddamn casualty. Well, chat, looks like we're gonna have to do something about it. Is there anybody over there that runs fast? No, but there are some Palatina. Speaking of which, I put Palatina in our game. Though they don't work at all the same like Palatina from this game. There's been a huge internal debate in my mind whether I should simply rename things because I love making words up a lot, or should I simply just use pre-existing words because it will be easier to understand for a newcomer. And I think it's going to be a balance of both. There's no point saying like Terrestria's dirt should be like not called Earth, because there's certain parts when it comes to linguistics that just, when it comes to writing, is just cancer. Like, okay, gotta remember it's called terp. Like, fuck that. Looks like another day to save the crumbling Rome again. How's Kibs doing so far? Stabilizing Rome, or still some Barbs and Huns still invading? Barbarians are still invading. Currently, we are taking back a territory that was taken over by the Barbarians and then liberated. This is the Illyrians. Basically, we're bringing it back under Roman rule right now. Killing some Traitoris Romanus. That's not a word. I'm just making shit up now for my own amusement. Look at the little guys with the shiny hats. They're like, brrr. And those guys are like, methinks there might be bad guys behind us. They didn't turn around until like the last second. That bothers me ever so slightly. Oh gosh. We're currently working on the Astrian military, by the way. Which is funny, you'd think we'd be done with that. You know what's funny? We got done with the Nephiric Horde long before we got done with the Astrian Empire. Like, what the fuck? To be fair, they were insanely fun to design. Oh, their magic system's so much fun. Oh, I can't wait. Like, the problem is I've done the magic system for the Astrians already, and I'm like, cool, these are awesome. But I have so many more ideas for other cultures that need to be done. So many ideas, you have no idea. Hello, Tomato. Did Kibs eat today? Yes, I did. I did eat before the stream. Yeah. Oh my god, so many fucking things need to be done. It's not even funny. We've done like 2 cultures. Technically speaking, I have ideas for 30 other cultures. How the ideas normally work is it's simple, actually. Relatively simple. It's a pretty good formula, in my opinion. Of course, I'd be biased, too, because it's my fucking formula. But one of the things is, culture should always start with a myriad of pre-existing cultures, because you can only derive inspiration from life. You can't just make shit out of your ass, because it'll just sound stupid and retarded. Which is 9 times out of 10 when people do that, it looks stupid, and it's not very interesting. So what you need to do is you need to be inspired by things. So Astria was inspired by Rome, unsurprisingly, and Greece. And then I realized that Rome's kind of retarded, and I'll just kind of more be inspired by Greece than I will be by Rome. And so the Astrians are kind of a little bit more Greek-inspired. But then one thing to note when you're making a culture is you're like, okay, these are the inspirations. At the end of the day, Astria is going to be Astria, not Greece, not Rome. When you look at it, at first glance you'll be like, they got like buildings like Romans and Greeks do, derp derp. But then the more you read about their lore and stuff, like, yeah, no, that's not at all the same. That's not. Especially when it comes to their vices and virtues, holy shit. And religious ceremonies, holy my god. Talk about the orgies. Like, got them excited. Probably got them excited because we have the waifus. Do the cultures hate each other? Well, honestly, the world of Terrestrial operates very much like our world. There are certain culture groups, and there are subcultures within each culture group. Some other cultures are more or less compatible with other cultures, while other cultures are less compatible with other cultures, but, you know, vice versa. Sort of like, imagine the Cold War, right? You've got NATO and you've got the Warsaw Pact. Some nations align themselves towards NATO, but aren't necessarily 100% in agreement with them. But they'd much rather be a part of their umbrella than they would be with the Warsaw umbrella, you know? And so you have different factions aligning with different things. Oh, you like the Greeks already, Greek boy. Ah, but if anyone's a fan of a mixture of almost Mesopotamian culture and a mixture of, what's the word? Phaeacian culture? Carthaginian, basically. We have a special nation called the Novarians. Very cool. I like them too. They're also slightly inspired by the Greeks. A lot of Hellenistic cultures in that region. And don't forget Little Cilicia. Oh my god, everyone always forgets Cilicia, even on the fucking design team. They're relevant. Sort of. They're there. They're very close to Astria. And Kingdom of Lane. They also get forgotten a lot, by the way, too. I feel bad for them. They're like, well, Kingdom of Wayne, we've been independent from Astria forever. And it's like, wow, that's actually pretty impressive, all things considered. And everyone's like, nope, can't remember them. To be fair, their lore ties greatly to the northern houses of Astria, so very much different. Sure says Rome, Greece, the ERE. Yeah, it ended up being more actually inspired by Eastern Roman Empire in the medieval period and ancient Greece, pre-Puritan. One of the things I wanted to set up and establish in the world of Terrestria is that it's pre-Puritan. So, you know, tits flopping out is not a big deal, really. With certain cultures, mind you. There are other cultures where that is a very different view set entirely. Because if you notice, the Astrian women have dressed rather, you know, provocatively. Because their whole thing is accentuation of beauty and sexuality. They're rather beautiful people. At least I think so. Because I just like how they are. They're so interesting. They're kind of a little bit, I don't know. You'll see. They're kind of like, I don't know. They're very beautiful in my opinion, but they're also very retarded. They're also it boils down to that way. Because the thing is, when you're designing a culture, you're like, okay, you must work on all these things, but you must also remember that they must be flawed. All cultures are flawed in their own way. All cultures are flawed. It's just how it goes. And so you must remember that there must be benefits to all the cultures, and there must be negatives to all the cultures as well. Makes it more interesting, dynamic. I just want to know what culture lets me lewd the girls. Well, there actually are some. Now, I'm not an SJW chat, but there are cultures that if modern SJWs could see them, they would fucking explode into the going like, "Ray, that is extremely misogynistic, Kibs." It's like, well, yes. And there are cultures that are very different. In their eyes, they're justified. And that's the most important thing. There are no bad people on Terrestria. only different shades of blue. No, kidding. I'm just kidding. But no culture views themselves as evil. Because why the fuck would you view yourself as evil? Most cultures view themselves as either strong, weak, noble, or proud. You know, things like that. Humble. You never have cultures throughout history that go like, I'm the bad guys. Like the Nefir Chord, from the Astrian perspective, are like demons. They hate them. But to the Nefir Chord, their own culture and people life, this is just a way of life for them. This is simply who they are, and this is a noble virtue. The warriors of the Nefir Chord, you know, how they value, you know, women, and how they value property and slaves. Like, it stems from the fact that, you know, might makes right, and so they're justified. And so when you're writing them, you need to write them as the good guys in their own view, because they're justified in their own eyes. And that's what matters. Now, when you're writing it like Rhea, thinking about them, or Aya, or Nezra, very different perspectives per character, because they each view them differently based on their own personal biases. And then you have, you know, the own culture mindset. Do we have any trebuchets? No. No trebuchets for Kibi. Mucho sad. But designing cultures is probably my favoriteest thing ever. The one thing that was not my favorite, I'm going to tell you right now, was doing the tectonic plates of Terrestria. Yeah, no, that was kind of cancer. Thankfully, Bubs did most of the work on the tectonic plates and the water currents. Well, I did the water currents. Cancer. Air currents? Fuck that. It matters. Why does it matter, you ask? Because it figures out where fucking rain falls. Is it sandy here? Is it wet here? Is it cold here? You know? We tried to emulate the world based on what we understand of our own biosphere, so to speak. Because it's our only point of reference as well. We are Riemanns, and we want Riemann things. Now, Kibs is uncertain as to what and where all of the bad guys are. But Kibs believes that the bad guys are everywhere. Okay, so we can get Palatina, which are great. Oh god, the Palatina in this game are so cool. They're not as cool as my game's Palatina, obviously, because my Palatina are cooler. Okay? That's how it works. I also may have given them weapons that are slightly more advanced than the little fucking, I forget what it's called. Not the Dio. It's a little fucking Riemann sword. It does Riemann things. It goes clink, clank, clink, clank. I'm just gonna grab all these little barbarian levies. Gib. Gib to Kib. Is there a reason you're not giving to Kib? Let's see how it is. Game. You think I can't afford them? Is that a game? Think I'm some sort of plebeian? I'll have you know my fucking treasury's huge. Not as huge as the EREs, but it's big enough. Alright, I'm hoping this is the final horde for this Hunnic tribe. We're gonna do this battle. Why? Because I like the Hunnic music. That's why. Lazy Fat and Echo not doing airflow charts. What? I vote we send them to Bub's email for our HR rep. Da Bub. You don't have an HR department. Are you kidding me? I can't afford that. Roman Sword Gladius? No, the late one. Not the Gladius. I'm not a big fan of the Gladius, to be perfectly honest with you. I like the late Roman Sword. It's actually the ones that the Legio Comitatenses use. It's like this one, kind of. Oh my god, grass, can you fuck off? Somewhere there was a small... There we go. It's that thing. Sort of. I kind of like the more fancy, like, Palatina one. Which, by the way, I'd like to point out that, that's not the fancy one. It's really low detail. Kind of annoyed, honestly. Big enough, that's what she said. Damn. Put the barbarians in the front because they can do the dying, because funny. After all, we was Riemann's. There's actually a massive art piece that Jake is working on that I'm super excited for. He's doing one of the historical battles from Terrestrial right now. And I cannot wait. There are so many fucking battles throughout the history of, like, the Astrian Empire. It's crazy. I may have gone a little bit too far, honestly, when it came to us doing the pre-lore. Like, I was like, okay, we need to start from this year date, and we need to go for at least 1,000 years of information, you know, of how they grew, how they expanded, where they shrank, and how they shriveled up like a raisin, you know, and stuff like that. And it's like, should we be... Now, there are some spots that I need to flesh out more, even though you really don't have to, but it's kind of like this thing, like, I like it. I want it to be fleshed out. I want it to be filled out. I want their entire fucking thing done. I want every single country from the year 0 of the Starborn Pantheon calendar to the fucking 1022 year starting date that takes place in the game. I want everything. And to be fair, we actually have quite a bit of Cardovian history done too. Oh, I can't wait to do them too. They're so exciting. Or the Amazatec people. I'm actually really looking forward to their magic system. I'm actually also slightly nervous about theirs. It fits within the confines of the lower rule set, but gonna be difficult to balance. Oh, by the way, I'm super excited. Combat log. Combat log is coming. Our new programmer lad, Stolkin, finished his combat log, which is going to be implemented in the next build. I think it's 7B or something like that, or maybe it's build 8. Can't remember because I'm not very smart. But I can't wait. That combat log is going to be great. Not to mention with the implementation, Tyler teased me about implementing the rest of the combat animations. And Tyler, don't fuck with me, because, like, if those animations are in, I'm gonna fucking... You have no idea. The idle animations got implemented, guys, and it looks fucking cool as fuck. Holy shit. I've never seen... Okay, let's be honest. I've seen games with animations before, but, like, I've never seen, like, our game with animations. Because before, the prototype builds were just still frames. So I was like, oh, damn, you know. A little bit of a tease is what it is. Okay, you're gonna fuck up those guys, because these guys are gonna get probably fucked up a little bit. Honestly, you're throwing your darts. Alright, cavalry are OP in this goddamn game, so let us not forget this. Should have actually waited on that. Uh-oh, they got caught up a little. Very nice, very nice. Nope, 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 nope. Whoa, it is. Kibs wants flesh. Kibs wants game. Oh my god. Oh, the blood effects. Those aren't going to be in for quite a while. They're not even done. But the thing is, I can't wait. So, Kibs is like, when people are like, Kibs, what waiting we going for? And I'm like, I don't care. Whatever we think is cool, we're putting it in. And so, like, definitely want persistent corpses. At least right now. Unless they complicate something somehow. Which I doubt. I can't see them complicating things. Then again, if any of you have ever worked on an indie game or like a little home project, you know, you absolutely know. It's like, oh, I couldn't see this possibly not working, and then it doesn't work. Like, fuck. I'm sure there'll be more complications, as there is with every time anything is implemented. It's like, huh, this UI looks pretty streamlined, and you're like, yes, this will be a very good UI. I fucking hate that UI. We need to replace it so bad. Shadowfox says, for $5 reduce. Hey Kibs, you should try a game called The King. I've been playing it for a while now, and my friends are having some fun. For the King. It's a turn-based RPG with multiplayer components, correct? Is that the one I'm thinking of? I think I'm familiar with it, if nothing else. For the King. I believe. I believe I can touch the penis. And like, what? Don't touch the penis. You don't want to touch the penis. But thank you for the donation. Much obliged. And here, look at these animations that Sato did. Wow, fucking amazing. Holy shit. I'll leave them up for a second because I know some people are minimized. Because they turn us on in the background because they're little cheeky bastards. No, I'm kidding. Cheeky. We're playing games together, technically. Together. Like, that's weird, Kibs. Please stop. Okay, I'm turning them back on because this is just me running around this battle. Hopefully I'll remember to turn them off. Otherwise, you'll be watching their tits bounce for a fucking hour. Now, I know that got your attention now if you weren't looking. They're like, oh, shit, I gotta take a look. God damn it, Sato. You fucking mad lad. These are amazing. Just like our intro, by the way, and outro by Cash, we've been spoiled by these two fucking phenomenal people. Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh my god. Anytime Cash is online, or I'm talking with Cash, I'm like, maybe he's gonna send me an animation. And I'm like, and then anytime he doesn't, which is, you know, often, because, you know, animating takes fucking time. I'm like, god damn it. Wish I had a new animation. There's so many that need to be done. Fun fact, we're not even done with Rhea yet. God damn it, Rhea. You empress to be. Why do you have to be difficult? Why can't you just be done? I'm done with the combat animations, let alone all the unique ones. Fuck. The goal is to not think about it too much. We need more side boob. Don't be gay, Kibs, says Little Ketchup. Yeah, you mean he. It basically plays like a giant tabletop game. Well, in the name of the king, or for the king. We will take a look at that, because that might be a fun game to cover on stream. Yeah, no. Wanted to stream Half-Life Alyx, but work ended up just being work, as per usual.
Ready for orders. Commander.
Want to beat Alyx real bad. Want to be able to play it without lag. Sadly, I'm going to have to wait until at least Monday. Gonna try to do it Monday. I work tomorrow. I work every day now. Can't forget that. Can't stay up too late. Gotta sleep. I actually set up a sleep timer, by the way, so I do know when I have to go to bed. Where's my phone? Just double check, you know? Oh, shit. Why are you sad? This problem's like, I'm sad because we're gonna rebel. Don't rebel, though. Rebelling is a fucking annoying stuff. Oh my god, everyone in the Empire, everyone's fucking sad. Okay, that's not true. Narbo. There was jokes about horrors from Narbo. Would you rather play Halo 4 Spartan Ops or Gears of War 4 or Fire Warrior? Halo 4 Spartan Ops, easily. Easily. Gears of War 4 is fucking insufferable, and Fire Warrior isn't even a fucking game. Thank you for the $5 donation, but that wasn't a question, was it? It was really just like, would you rather play a mediocre game, or would you rather play a pile of fucking steaming dong? I'll take the mediocre game any day. Halo 4, for all its fucking mehness, was at the very least meh, rather than, oh my god, I want to kill myself. Because that is exactly what the other Halo games, or not the Halo games, sorry, what the rest of those games you listed. Fire Warrior is terrible. It's just terrible. It is by far one of the worst shooters I've played. And I played a lot of bad shooters. Now, I know there's worse, but I refuse to play anything that's worse than Fire Warrior. Because that is already fucking bad. Oh, the problem with Fire Warrior is it very much overstays its welcome. 15, maybe 30 minutes, you know, not too bad. But then the glaring, annoying, mediocre gunplay begins to pop up. Oh, good fucking god. No, Nod. You don't like Fire Warrior. Your nostalgia's acting up. You can pick it up on GOG if you want to waste the money and remind yourself of why you should hate that game. God damn it, ERE. You managed to lose fucking Greece. All of it, too. Except for... Oh my god, you're gonna lose all of it. Holy shit. You retard. I'm gonna have to take back Constantinople for you. Fucking A. We need to get research that makes our people happy so they're less fucking pissy. Now we also need to take out this settlement too. But I'm just gonna grab some mercs. We're just gonna have to siege it out. Now this settlement here in particular is lost. So if I can abandon it before it's sieged, I would like to. Even though no, we're not abandoning anything. Abandoning's annoying. Because if you abandon a settlement, like, everything takes a lot of fucking net loss of happies. Oh my god, I completely forgot to show you little tiny itty bitty kawaii Celeste. Oh, she's definitely gonna get looted. That's the worst part. That's the worst part. No. Here. You go to Galacia. God damn it, guy. Thank you. Oh my god, how did you get even more unhappy? Fuck me. I gave you a governor. Fuck you, game. Hit the intern button. No. Fire Warrior, bad game. I still got the disc. No. No, so do I. Alright, we fight every battle. Fuck you, game. Well, Kibs, it's a worthless settlement. The longer they don't take it, the longer they stay the fuck out of fucking Gaul. Oh god, it's this one. I don't like this particular city. Mostly because of that weird spot right there. Don't like that. Not a fan of that thing there. If it was a tiny third entrance, fine, but no. Of course it's not. I'm already missing the Eastern Roman Empire settlements. They are cool too. I wish you could have both. Okay, so this poopy scoopy doopy. Now they're gonna be attacking from like one area because they're fucking retarded. But then the rest of their little douchebags are gonna show up, which isn't gonna be too long, honestly. And then these guys are gonna recharge them because funny. Okay, because I don't know where they come from. Essentially, we're gonna do that. They do have reinforcements coming. These darts are cool.
And utterly overthrow us. They mean to take our women and enslave our children.
Those darts are very good for anti-infantry. Very nice. Focus on infrastructure, Kibs. The Gears of War playlist took a really bad turn when it got to 4. Don't you love it when the entries in well-established franchises make the original entries redundant? Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. No, it isn't. Oh god, they're little fucking Celtic sluts. You know, we're gonna call them little Dankulas. Disgusting. Okay, so we need to talk about Dankula, because I actually know him now. Dankula is an interesting individual. He reminds me of a little Harlequin in our Discord server. Like, verbatim. All Scotsmen are the same now. Which is not a bad thing, because Harlequin's a cool guy, so that's a compliment. Good guy. We played Bannerlord together. With Barch and Sargon. Sargon's actually good at games, I hate to say. But only some games. I still stand by the fact that he's trash at Total War. And his video game takes. My god. My god. Never have I seen somebody say that his asymmetric gameplay is balanced. It doesn't have to be balanced to be good. And it doesn't mean that it's bad if it isn't balanced. But asymmetric games often have balance problems. Because the more factions and units you introduce into an equation, the more difficult it is to balance. And that doesn't mean it can't be fun. Okay? Doesn't mean you can't enjoy the game. Doesn't mean that you still can't win with an underpowered faction. In fact, that's sometimes the charm is playing the underdog, actually. But it definitely by no means is easy to balance. Like our game, oh, no. It's not going to be balanced in the slightest. But it's a PvE game, so it's actually easier to get away with that. So the balance also is very different because it's not competitive. Somehow I want to also introduce multiplayer into our game as a possibility. I don't know why. That makes absolutely no sense. And no, I'm not going to. The real specific reasons, because I want to see how Tyler would react. Their lead programmer. It's like, what do you want to do? What does this do? It's like, Tyler, don't understand. We needed to reach our true artistic vision. Poor little bastard. I'll see you later, Arturia. I will not die. I wish there was a mod in Attila that makes the game later stages of the Western Roman Empire settlements look more like looking slums. Oh yeah, I would do too. The Western Roman Empire cities look decent when they're maxed out, by the way, more or less. But they still have like these kinds of like old ruins here, which gives it a very rustic feel, which is okay. But I kind of wish you could give that sort of renovation to Rome. And I'm not saying that it has to go back to the way Rome used to look, but it could at least look nice. Instead of poopy.
Melee cavalry ready. Quickly now.
Well, poopy, scoopy is all I have to say to that fucking shit right there, boys. There's a lot of them little cut waffles coming. I got the hiccups. Okay, we need to reposition our boys there. Now, could I hold that tower? Probably not. Will I? By the time it gets there, it'll be too late. But nonetheless, I'll have the furthest unit try. Why? Because my captain's in here. I'm pretty sure if he dies, there's a major morale penalty. God give us strength. Get in the trees, little shits. Tourist resources. Yeah, it's giving us barbarian tourists is what these things are doing. Which is not necessarily what we want, by the way. Because barbarians is bad. By the way, today's thumbnail was provided by a fan named Nobody5732, I believe. Hopefully I'm remembering that correctly, numerical wise. And it's fucking gorgeous. Though this, unfortunately, this art piece has made people refer to Aerith as a bear. Like, oh, cute little bear girl. And it's like, that's funny. Aerith's not a bear. But it's funny, though. I'll give you that. Okay, well, we're not going to be able to get there in time. So we're not going to bother even fucking trying anymore. One thing I don't like is those Celtic brigands right there. However, I'm still going to wait till the troops get locked up. The benefit of them running there, they've been absolutely getting pelted with the darts. Very nice, very nice. Run back to your whatever the fuck Celts live in. Hovels, presumably. Now, when that turns, I swear to God, if they have the ability to turn it and make it fire on us, I will be fucking sad. Because there are some factions that can do that. I hope Kibs sells it to Bob. He really wants it. Axes. The moment I see axes, I would just give up the battle. Those things cut through Legio like nothing. Yeah, Shiro. Oh, hello, Shiro. You're new. New. Fresh meat. It's like, I don't know if I want to be fresh meat anymore. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. You know, axes are cancer. Particularly when there's a bajillion of them. To be fair, though, they are extremely exhausted. Though they will cut through my, my committed tenseis with ease, I'm afraid. But we have exhausted all of our missiles. Now, unfortunately, their general unit is staying with them. He is very tired, But we do need to neutralize the onagers. So we're going to try a maneuver here. We're going to try to ramp around the little cunt waffles.
We must defend the barricade.
Run. They're going for that barricade. That's fine. Are they all going around that way, though? Oh, good. Shit's on fire. Whoops. They might be. They probably are, if I had to guess. Now, fortunately, the onagers have been tied up now. And their other troops are moving forward without them, which is good. We should start a patron for Bob Neiman to get them cheeks. Damn. If that gets more funding than our game does, I'll be fucking sad. That'd be terrible. Also, I wouldn't recommend doing that, by the way. Even as a meme. Purely because there are some jokes that go too far, and when you begin to do patrons with people in mind, you gotta be careful. Number one, I'm not 100% sure what the patron TOS is. Last I looked, it's pretty constrictive, to be honest. There we go. Well, we managed to neutralize the onagers. But we're getting pelted pretty badly. Very badly. We managed to disengage with a handful of lads and stall up their range units a little bit. If I set up the Legio here, maybe they'll stop and fire on them, and I can put them in a testudo. Now, one thing that looks like that's working out to our favor is they've begun to hold up there. Meaning, we're going to maneuver for flanking. Because we're going to encircle them now. Yeah, I turned into a blob. Poor fucking bot. Well, let's have them go over there. Arbitrary obtuse. I mean, if they want to take you down, they'll find fucking something to take you down with. But I wouldn't recommend doing patrons based on other people. It's just... there's weird things. Even as a joke. But hey, that's just me. You can always find out and see if they'll take it down. A little bit of a squeaky. Okay, well the archers stopped. Unfucking fortunately, the Celtic brigands did not. And if anyone's gonna fucking pepper me, it's gonna be those goddamn Celtic brigands. The archers are tied up though, that's good. Oh wait, they're good. Ah yes. Creative Assembly's AI, very much smart. Oh, not a single javelin. Which is good, because those things are pretty anti-armor. Let's hope they expunge all their ammunition. Oh shit. No. Stay thin. Wafer thin, like a wafer cookie. Never been a big fan of wafer cookies. Okay, we will reform here, and then we'll do a rear charge. that charge going quickly, so they don't get a chance to throw shit. Not a single man lost, and they've almost wasted all their javelins. In we go, boys. Okay, sometimes you make me wonder. You little sick fucks. Change it. What would you tell you retarded? A little. Makes me wonder, does chat? Makes me wonder. Not to imply that you've been sleeping on the job. I like the G-Man cock and ball torture one. Cock and ball torture, Mr. Freeman. Dr. Freeman. Or CBT. And then he goes into the definition. And it's like, what the fuck? And we wiped out that unit completely. Oh, god damn it. That's not good.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
Because now they're hitting our flank with javelins, and that is hurting pretty bad. And they have enough ammo to do some serious fucking damage. Unfortunately, reformed behind me. Lovely. Well, they managed to get in melee, but I think it's too late, sadly. At the very least, we'll fuck them up. Make sure to burn your survivors. Stop. You have violated the law. CBT, no. It's a funny meme. I don't know what you're talking about. The thing itself is disgusting and cringy as fuck, though. God damn it. I've been on Dev server. We got invited there by Dev the other day. God damn it, there's the room where there are people posting shit like that, though. It's like, god damn it, Dev, I knew you were sick, teacher. And of course, what it means if it's on his server is that he endorses. That's how that works, by the way. They're like, what? Really? That's how you get them. That's how we take them down. Disgusting. Exploratores. Yeah, no, we're not going to be able to... Even with our superior maneuvering, they're axemen, and there's simply no cunting way we're going to stop them. The raping of Rome. Yo, 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 what's up? Fuck. Dab on Dev. Dude, it's funny. I told Dev about the fact that we gave him a channel on our Discord server, and it has just devolved into nothing but dabs. Neko dabs in specific. He seemed to be mildly amused at the idea, at the very least. Which is good. Oh look, charged into that. Also, I have no idea how I managed to meet the people I do anymore. It just seems like life just has taken over for me. Like, oh yeah, Sargon, these big people you hear about all the time. Like, yeah, you meet them now. You're not cool or worthy or anything. It's just fuck you, Kibs. That's why. You see this big YouTuber? You'll never be that big. It's like, thanks, life. Fuck you too. What can ya do besides be a little whingy monkey about it? That's the only thing you really can do. Okay, I'm gonna go over here because these guys are gonna break, and then they're all gonna pour in. I've absorbed as many cunting arrows as I can, and now we're gonna start keeling over. Aw, shit, Nib. They were almost ran out of ammunition. Well, how many did we kill? Hey, we killed over 1,000 of them. That's pretty goddamn good, honestly. Unfortunately, no amount of maneuvering is going to stop this blob of axemen. Ah, the Necrodab. I actually drew that for once. Wow. There's not many things I draw, but that was one thing I did. I intentionally made sure Aerith's tail wasn't perpendicular with their arms because I thought it would look dumb. So I had it angled slightly higher. You're gonna kill enough. Shut up, you. Okay, we lost this town. Time to speed it up. And shut up. We killed about, you know, a few. Killed more than they killed.
The men are wavering.
No, they're not. They're they're regrouping back there off screen. If we don't pan the camera over there, you won't see that they're running forever. Oh, Jesus. Look at these little Riemanns. They're like, oh, shit, we gotta defend our homeland and shit. And the Celts are like, we're stinky and gross and icky, and we get everywhere. Oh, it's disgusting. Look at them. Little savages. Can you imagine the smell of the piss and shit? Great, I imagine. I bet it's the best thing ever. And sweat. Ugh. Gross. But are these the people that you want to hang out with? Or are these the people that hang out with cool people like that? I talk about the YouTubers? They're alright. I wouldn't say they're particularly my friends. They're more of friends of Arch. Or colleagues of Arch. I'm not quite certain. There are a few among them that I think would be good friends, though. That would be nice to have as actual real friends, not talking about like YouTube collab-y stuff, just talking about hanging out. People that you can get along with. I mean, I've been in the YouTube thingy for quite a while, and I've done collabs with a lot of people in the past. Just nobody really, you know, massive. And it doesn't change, honestly, whether they're little, whether they're small, whether they're big, you know, whatever. There are those that are fake, that don't feel very genuine, and then there are those that are genuine, that are very real and honest. I can safely say that among those people, I think Arch, Sargon, Dev, and ATTILA probably, from what I've seen, they feel very genuine and very real, if that makes sense. Their behavior patterns, they just seem like decent people. That's not always the case. There's some YouTubers you'll meet, and some of you probably already have met, where you'll be like, like, it's different. It also helps if they, you know, whether they do scripts or something like that.
Your people are widely admired.
Because a person who does scripts and stuff, it's gonna be a lot more difficult to see if they're genuine, because they're always reading off of a pre-formatted thing, you know? And even if you don't get along with them, you know, some people you get along with, some people you don't. There's no real big deal in it. Who cares? Oh well, doesn't really matter. It actually doesn't matter at all. You just move on to the next person until you find people that stick.
Commander.
Dankula is pretty genuine, though. He's fun to play with. And Mountain Blade being our lord. Sargon is genuine. Unfortunately, though, the boomerism is strong.
At your command.
Very. Not a bad thing, though. Just a thing that you should be aware of. But hey, man. We're all different. Some of us are different in different ways.
Commander.
It's like, that's just a blanket statement, Kibs. That doesn't have any bearing or meaning on anything. It's like, yes, and...
To victory! None will escape.
We need to siege them for longer, and these little fuckbarians need to fuck off. God damn it. Unfortunately, none of the barbarians are fucking off, though. I need more food places. Num-nums for the tum-tums. We're trying to stabilize. It's just taking a while.
Ready for battle.
We just need to nom the barbarians one at a time as they come in.
Ready for battle.
Am I at war with them? No. Actually, there's an easier way to tell. I'm not liked by them, but I'm not at war with them. The Germanic tribes seem to like me, though, which is good. Because I really don't want to open up any more fronts as is.
Greetings! Speak plainly and without...
If I have the ability to trade with them, I should do so. Good. And because the Franks are in alliance with the Langobars and Alamans, that genuinely means that they're all going to start liking each other more. Probably should get non-aggression packs going with most of the Germanic nations.
Let us break.
There we go. They will be friends of Rome. Now, for the other ones, the Suebi. They're in an alliance, and honestly, just not fucking with them for a while. It's gonna be good. Gonna have to remove the Suebi no matter what, though, because they're inside of me, and it's annoying. Need to wipe out Britannia. Need to wipe it out, but we also need to get rid of that little Ostrogothic horde there. That might be the last of the Ostros.
Get moving, you wretches.
No, not that one.
Ready for battle. To victory! Ready for orders.
Just have to box them in. This army might get wiped out, but at the very least it will slow them down or belay their escape. They have no choice now but to, I think, combat one of our armies in order to maneuver.
At your command.
Okay, so we're not at war with anyone over there. We have a couple of enemies left in the south, but there's not many. Honestly, this legion, the legion of Fairman, will head north. I need to get more footage of the howitzer training I'm doing. The poo-poo. Storm Raven says, "Hi, Kibs." Hello, Storm Raven. Welcome to the stream. You're having animations. He's like, thank you. Stop being gay, Kibs. Play cards with the rest of us. I don't like card games. No. Disgusting.
At your command.
I'm gonna fucking ban Smashin for getting everyone stuck in that game. God damn him. I hate card games. And so the answer is simply no. I don't play card games. Period. I hate them. I loathe them. They're just not good. It's like, imagine ass cancer, right? You don't want that. And now you're just like, I'm going to get a little bit of that because I saw, you know, other people get it and it looks fun. Looks like it's a good time. I think I'm going to get it. Good night, Nobody5732. He was here all along. He was here all along. Good fan art, by the way. Either that, you have conveniently the exact same name. We do have other fan art to show off, by the way. Barbarians are attacking. Oh god, it's such a shitty army, and the worst part, it's gonna defeat me. Alright, we shall show le fan art, but first we must grab Google Chrome. We shall look at little tiny Celeste. And then you can appreciate how wee she is. The line, Kibs, I don't even know what that means. You just sort of made noises at us. Yes, and you have a point? Chat, I didn't think so. Don't have a point. You've been defeated. You've been defeated in verbal battle. This particular piece, by the way, was done by our artist Under Radar, who's working on a lot of secretive artwork, so this will probably be the only thing we'll ever show of his for a while, until he's done with everything. But here, take a look, take a look. You can also see it on our Patreon. I think this one has also been set to free yet. If it hasn't, then you shall be blamed for your sins. Look at her. She's all sad. She's all happy. She's all embarrassed. She's very determined. happy again, slightly surprised, and all of a sudden a little bit fearful. Some might say that she's a little bit emotional. Kidding. These things are generally made for all the characters, by the way. Fun fact, we can discuss this now while I grab a drink. So this template was originally created between Sal and I, and the idea here is that we have a template of portraits based for the dialogue. So we have different emotions. Each one's conveyed very differently per character because each character responds differently physically and expression-wise to different things. And so these things are actually, they take a lot of time to do because, as you can imagine, you have to define how they react when they're mad, when they're upset, how they look at things, you know. Celeste is obviously very young, and so from here you can kind of see that she's very bad at hiding her emotions. Some would say that's an instant fail if her poker game is terrible. Like you tell her, you know, something gross, and she's gonna make a face. She's not gonna be able to hide it. Other characters, on the other hand, like Aya and Nezra, might be a little bit different. They might not be as expressive or as reactive to certain things. You have issues, some guy. Celeste is 12. She's not going to have an ego face. She got to get aged up for that. It's terrible. I can't believe you said that. But that is little tiny Celeste. Alright. I'm not opposed to people looting the characters. All I simply ask is, if you do, just feel free to age them up slightly. We don't have very many kid characters, though. Well, named kid characters. Those are kids. Obviously, because that's how the world works, you know? You gotta start little and get big. A very simple way of putting it. I know. We'll put these guys here, and we'll put Spearman over here. But these guys can throw their little dingy-bops. And we have the Exploratores, and we do have... Oh, God, of course, they come from behind. Just had a... Oh, God, they come from all over the goddamn place. Okay, so these guys are going to hold here, so the other guys can just throw their jabbies. Their little jabby-wabbies. Very nice. I'm learning so much today. No, hentai is art. Hentai is art. Very much so. To say otherwise is retarded. And anyone who has ever said otherwise is a complete fucking ingrate. That is not what defines art. Even shitty fucking Cal arts is still, technically speaking, art. To say so otherwise is still retarded. I just do not like the style. And I'm glad that I'm not the only one that just believes that the style is rather meh. It's very uninspiring. A little bit disinteresting, if you will. Just not very good. I think we're all kind of in agreement that it kind of rubs you the wrong way. And there's nothing wrong with not liking a certain art style, is there? Is there, chat? I would also consider dismounting the Cav. Dismounting? Oh, no. We need to use their OP little rear charge. Now, we're going to lose this battle, but again, the entire goal is to just hold or kill as many of them as we possibly can. Fire alarm's going off somewhere. And by somewhere outside my apartment. And again, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you've given, by the way. Very nice. We're getting a lot of extra animations, it seems. Which is good. Very good. Soon, I say soon, but in a couple months' time, maybe, I'll be able to demo off part of the build to sort of give you an idea of what the vision of the game is in terms of gameplay. I talk about it a lot, but it's kind of harder to show it, simply put, because it's not very easy to show. Okay, you need to expunge your little darts, my dudes. Also, maybe using fire arrows inside the city is probably a bad idea. What are those little barbarians doing? Oh boy. There's a lot of them. Fortunately, they're spear infantry. Against heavy spear infantry, my spear infantry will win out the day. Except when there's, you know, a billion of them, then it doesn't simply no longer matters at that point. Science team is better. I'm with the science team. I kind of want to play Half-Life. We might play a little bit of Half-Life tonight, just because I kind of want to play Half-Life a little. Just a little bit. Like, we're going to do a full franchise playthrough, because that's you know how we do it. We actually do those. And I was thinking of doing either through Sven co-op or something like that. With the bunch. Seeing if we could do that. Some games we backseat, some games we don't. Rome 1, the co-op playthrough of Rome 1 is coming. It's going to be interesting. How that's going to work, by the way, is there's a system, right? Every bickering bunch member plays a role in the Empire. I will be, obviously, l'Empereur, the Imperator, as in I will be managing the Empire and basically giving edicts to the other players who are going to be playing as the same faction. It's going to be hot seat, kind of. And so Bubbles will take control of a certain sector and a certain group of armies, while I will be the only one allowed to control production. So I will be in control of production, while Bubbles will be having to lead armies of the troops I give him and the tasks I set for him. How he goes about achieving those tasks is up to him. So if I give the task of, like, quelling a rebellion, you know, quell the rebellion. How he does it is completely up to him. Same for the other generals, aka Ketchup, who's going to be tasked with another cancerous side of the map. We might... I want to do it in Rome 1, but I'm not sure we might have to do it in Rome 2. Because I kind of want to mod out the other factions to make Rome whole. So that way I could have more sectors to divvy out. When is Half-Life 3 coming out, Kibs? It will be out long before our game will be. Without a doubt. Our game is huge, by the way. Like, I cannot stress how big our game is. It's fucking absolutely colossal. For an indie team of our size, it's about the size of a AAA game. In terms of scope. Like, it's huge. These AIs are bugged out, and it pisses me off. Because I need to move these guys to do stuff, but I can't. I can't. Oh my fucking god. Exploratories. I'm gonna use that to get out of combat, hopefully, before they break. Come on. Don't break and run into them at the very least.
This is a shameful display.
I'm gonna keep the cab there. Oh shit. That's bad. And that unit's gonna route through them. Nope, reform behind them. Come on. Well, on the bright side, they're just sort of dying. I guess it's better than fucking nothing. Also, those two boats have bugged out. Normally the boats pull out and withdraw. Killer, never seen that bug before. But Rome 1 has a special place in my heart. Rome 1 does have a special place in all of our hearts. It's a great game. The music, most notably. Okay, here they come, finally. They see the horses coming, they immediately turn around. Oh, those little fucking shitty AIs can go straight to hell, is what they can do. Those buildings are smoking, by the way, because the tower's been missing enough to hit them. Point where they might start on fire. Sagittarii. See, the problem with using pre-existing names was I was thinking of the name for the bow infantry of Astria, or the range infantry, and they also have like other types of weapons besides bows, obviously, but for range troops. But I was like thinking in terms of names, like Sagittarii is like, it's tethered to connection, it's tethered to a bunch of cultural things, so it's like, gotta make different words because they're tethered to Astrian lore, not Roman lore. They're different. Like they can't have the same names because they don't have the same things. Some things can be, like the Palatina, because it simply just means elite troops, like elite bodyguard. Some things cannot be, though. There's a lot of dead bodies now. Just kill all of them. Or at the very least, as many of them as possible. That would be great.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
There we go. It's one unit shattered. Kill as many of them as we can, and they're not enough unit density to really stop us, I think. Yep, they'll shatter. Not enough troops. Half-Life has always needed Neckos. Yeah, the reason why we might play Half-Life is purely because I kind of want to break up the games I'm playing lately. Because again, I don't have time to play games any other time, sadly. Not until this Corona stuff blows over. It's gonna be 70-hour work weeks for the foreseeable future, which might not be that long, honestly. I mean, who knows? Maybe next month the quarantine will end. It's gonna start ending apparently for some places. The sooner it ends, the better. Where's Doggo? Says Kuma Ika. My puppy? My puppy's at my parents'. Can't afford to have puppy here. Game too expensive. Sadly true. But that's how it goes, you know. There we go. That's a good amount of kills right there. That's what I'm talking about, Willis. Okay, the kills have begun to slow down. Time to pull out. Not just yet. Oh, they're doing pretty good work, honestly. Well, I'm waiting to pull them out, but I don't really need to just yet. Yeah, they're racking up those kills very nice. Mosh pit charges are great. Look at that. They've already killed more units than they have in their troop or in a base troop now. They've done the equivalent work of wiping out an entire unit, which is fantastic. However, my troops are beginning to waver, which is not fantastic. I need these guys over here instead. And now I need to withdraw them. 257 kills is pretty goddamn good. Get in there. Unfortunately, when withdrawing, so too does it pull out one of their units. The hope is that we can disengage quickly enough that they will not follow. That's the hope anyways. Little puppy named Abby-Doo. Abby-Doo. Fat puppy. Fat rotungus chungus puppy. I'm a fat puppy. Speaking of which, I went there the other day to drop off some buffalo chicken dip I made.
Men have given up and are running for their lives.
And so I said hi to puppies. Puppies were fat, fluffy, and retarded. Oh god. Fluffy, retarded puppies. Unfortunately, it does not look like they're all engaged, which is not good for a charge. And of course, the routing through allied troops, because the town center thing needs to come back, CA. Like, you gotta bring it back. Troops that just route out in through the enemy, something about it just doesn't sit well with me, as in it's kind of fucking retarded. Oh shit, time to throw everybody in there. It's gonna be a full route soon. But I think we've managed to kill all we can. What's good, Kibs? How's the match going? It's going. Tactical Cannon Fodder says, Rome 1 is the best Total War game. It's actually my favorite, personally. One problem I have with Rome Total War and playing it now is it just is, just kind of annoying to play. Mostly because it doesn't have some of the niceties that the modern Total Wars have in terms of, UI elements that I just like having all this extra information. If they could somehow just simply make a quick remaster of it, but without changing anything besides just adding some utilities and UI information and display, that's all I would ask. Same for Medieval 2. I don't want anything else changed. I don't even want the visuals changed even. Fuck it. Don't really muck with the visuals too much. Just give us some of the niceties with UIs, UI interface, and controls. That's it. I don't really want to. I'm not asking for much here, okay? Like, I'm a simple man when it comes to remastering. Don't break it. Just improve it. Modernize it a little bit. Just that's it. That's all you gotta do. And only certain games need that. Rome 1 and Medieval 2 kinda need it. Kinda. But not really. They don't really need it. It would just be a nicety. A quality of life feature. Kibs, you're not dead yet. Did you reverse your benevolent moth guard overlords? No. I'm still working 70 hours a week. And again, I haven't really started. Well, no, I have technically, because I'm started today. Today, I work 10 hours. Tomorrow, I work 10 hours. The day after, I work 10 hours. It is exhausting, but it's all for a good cause. Again, all that money is needed for the game. There's no such thing as, whoops, wrong button, as too much work. There is only not enough. The biggest downside that is stemmed from working all this time now, it seems to be definitely lacking time to help with development on the game, which is going to be a problem. That it's only going to get worse the longer this goes on. Now, fortunately, we have a lot of characters done. We have Rhea, we have Aya, we have Nezra, we have Wayland, sort of, and we've got Syra. The Emperor is almost done, by the way. The Big E. And it's his brother, and then there's some other House Lords that need to get done before we can even think about the other factions, and some more inferior characters that need to be done. I forget what their leader's called. A word. It's been a while since I've worked on. I'm working on more of the Astrian stuff lately. But other than that, things are going well. Oh, we have a lot of work to do. Now the build-wise, oh, so cool. Can't wait to have Sato do the tile set, so that we actually have in-game tiles done. Oh, it's gonna be great. Currently, we're just using a quick painting that Sala did a while ago as just a flat image in the backdrop. Once the tile set's done, then we can start working on some different tiles, and there will be different effects to some tiles if there's specific strategic value to a tile. But generally speaking, the difference between like grass and sand is going to be pretty null and fucking void. Because for the most part, it doesn't change too much when you walk on that. Yeah, sure, there's some subtle things, but you're not going to go from like moving 3 squares to moving 1 square because you're on sand. Unless it's like quicksand or some specific one.
Laying siege to the settlement.
Now we've laid siege to them for quite a while.
Besieging settlement.
Any mercenaries? No new mercenaries. Need to wrap them up quickly though, because the barbarians are going into Iberia as they always do. We got a donation from Alexander L. McKellen. Hope this helps, big man, for €5. It always does, man. It always does. Every penny goes straight into the game. By the way, don't forget to check out the artwork that we have done. Because I know you're donating, you might as well collect on that. So take a look. Go onto the Discord server, check out the Mixer chat, or check out our Patreon. Our Patreon, by the way, you do not need to subscribe to look at the artwork anymore. We've changed the policy. I talked with the artist, and it's like, yeah, no. Because everyone's having hard times, like right now, I can't really honestly ask that of you guys to donate to look at the artwork. So instead, it's going to be free to look at, because you might as well peruse it. If you're interested, please take a look. And hopefully you find it to your liking. All future artwork will be posted for free. Now, the only thing that will not be posted, however, is specific fluff art or lore art for certain characters and certain monsters and enemies that we kind of want to remain secret. So anything that's outside of Chapter 1, or towards the end of Chapter 1, or any sort of big lore things. The one exception we have so far is Celeste, who is like fucking somewhere off in the distance in one of the other chapters. I fucking can't remember. I haven't looked at the script in a while. And by script I mean plot chunks. Plot junkies. Okay, we kind of have to do this battle. Kind of want to do this battle, but kind of have to do it. Kind of gotta do it. Kind of should do it. Kind of will do it. We need to get it over because we need to free up these two armies. But much obliged. Here, have some animations to look at. Wow, El Sato's animations. Wow, cool. Wow. Fucking amazing, aren't they? Absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Euros? Is that not a euro? I don't know what that is. Is it a pound, Alexander? I'm sorry. If it's a pound, I feel bad now. Because you guys left the EU, right? You're free now? Yeah, I don't know. Is it not a pound either? I'm very bad with currency symbols right now. Mostly because I just got done working and I just got home. Well, I got home when I started the stream. It's a city. You know what we could do, chat? We could attack from this bridge here. Because the AI never does it, we will do it. I tell you what, chat. We'll do what the AI never does. Because why not, honestly? Why not attack from the side? I don't know why we can't deploy on the side. This is by far one of the more interesting city battles I've ever seen in a Total War game. Are you sallying forth?
Our reinforcements have arrived.
You absolute fucking mongoloids. You've ruined this battle for me now. Never mind, it's turned into a river battle. I have half a mind to send the second army. Of course they sally out. We don't even have any like onagers or anything. Why are you going out of the battle? They're like, I don't know. We just don't want to be in the city anymore. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't look like much, so I wouldn't want to be in here either, but still. This bridge is the most impressive feature of this city. But one thing that always annoys me, how does this big ship go from there to there? They don't, because they can't fit, man. Oh, God. Funny. It's funny. Yay, river battle. I wanted to attack across this bridge, to be honest, because I thought it would be cool. I'm a little disheartened because the enemy has chosen to sally forth, which will now force them, by the way, to fight here. Actually, I'm going to have these guys get ready to cross the bridge, because if we take that, they'll take a morale penalty. And they won't get here in time anyways. Okay, actually, if we could, it would be tactically sound to get the cav on the other side of the river in retrospect. We have time to maneuver them still. Because on the other side of the river, they can wreak absolute havoc on their troops.
Orders! Get running! Bowman! Move it!
Now, these guys are pike boys.
Get running!
They'll be there.
Come into tenses! That's
Need 3 at least to hold the entire line. Like that. Perfect. Perfect. Want to hold it at the point where they're kind of still in the water, like the enemy. Don't get out of the water, because then they'll take a penalty. Reduces their charge bonus. So them charging out of the water is going to be absolutely cancerous for them. Now, one problem I see with this battle already is we are heavily outnumbered on this side without the other 4 dudes. Them seizing the town and the cavalry are going to be instrumental here. Get them far enough away. Alexander McKellen says, for 666, Nemo me impugn, lesse esset. Yes, Mr. Kibs, it's a pound, but don't worry, I forgive you. No, little Brit punk, don't be mad. He's like, I wish you were still a colony and I could teach you a lesson. Look, just because we lost Britain already in this campaign doesn't mean we won't try to retake it. We have not abandoned Britannia. We shall return, you know, later when it's easier. When we've repelled the barbarians, we have to deal with now. She'll have the barbarians ready to be pulled up, and the pikemen I'm gonna hold back so that the other guys soak up the range fire. It does look like they're pulling in this way, which is good. We'll cross the bridge, seize the town. Gotta be careful though, those towers are everywhere. Seize the town center and we'll get a morale bonus. Good lord. Yeah, he's gonna be absolutely retarded about his maneuvering. Thank you for the donation though, much obliged. We have paid for half an animation on today's stream alone. Very nice, very nice. Well, hold on. We paid for half a cash animation. Gotta be specific here. I think Sado Man's a little bit more pricey. Not quite sure. But definitely well worth it. They both of them they are. It's weird because we do like individual contract commissioning things, so it's like every price is different for everything. No, 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 you bumped into them. There, that's better. Ah, beautiful. Ah, cancerous. Oh my god, they're all dead. Fuck them. There is a group of Palatina that have stayed in the back there. Their cavalry got yeeted. Germanic pikes, not good. We're gonna roll forward with our pikes quickly. Thing is, longer this pointy stick, the more annoying it's gonna be. Looks like they're pulling left.
Battle ready and eager.
I'm gonna have them actually begin scooting forward. Get their pikes in front of them. They'll make contact with the enemy first, but they're mercenaries, so they're not gonna stay employed for too long anyways. Now, unfortunately, the game had yet to add guard mode as a fucking thing. So we gotta keep an eye on them. There we go. Double time it is. This is going to be an absolute slaughter fest for these poor bastards. The left flank's gonna need more support. Very nice, very nice. Oi, Kibs, notice your coy badminton boy. Yeah, matey. Yeah, matey. Badminton. I don't understand. Look, McCrux, we're going back there to liberate Britannia from the Britons. They can't be trusted to lead themselves. Like, oh my god, he is Merkel. They know. The gig is up. And so are the crossbowmen. Fortunately, the pikemen are running like little fucking bitches. Send them in. Go berserk. Our horses love blood, which is fucking retarded when you think about it. Now, unfortunately, doing rear charges, I've just realized, yeah, they're going to be running through the water, which is going to take a massive penalty to any sort of charging. But at the same time, their units are crumbling like little cookies. Entire formation is getting fucked. Very nice. Shababong, you know our country's bigger than yours. It's like, no. It's a little island. Oh no, you are a little island. Feel sad. As you should. Now this is a city battle, meaning that as soon as they all break, we don't need to run them down because the battle will essentially count them as they're all fucked anyways. I don't like how there's a bunch of guys riding through there. Because there's always the distinct possibility they'll return. Glory be to God.
Our general is being attacked! Keep him alive!
Very nice. Well, in the dark gave us $10 and said yen yens for Neko God. What's your top 5 factions in Rome Total War other than Rome? In your game, can generals can revolt, and does the Emperor get Imperial Army to force submission? In our game is very weird on how it works. In the sense that we really need to. I really wish we were far enough that we could just show you. It'd be so much easier if you could just see for yourself. Or better yet, when the demo is going to be available and you could just play it. And then I don't need to describe anymore and be like, just look at it. I don't need to describe shit. You don't fucking... No, I'm kidding. But, okay, so let's start with the first one. And thank you, by the way. Top 5 factions in Rome Total War other than Rome. I assume for Rome 1, but I'll do both, Rome 1 and Rome 2. Egypt. You said other than Rome, right? So Egypt would be my first pick. The Seleucids second. I'm trying to remember Rome 1 right now. What factions were available? The Greeks, aka the Macedons, or one of them. One of them. I don't remember. There's 2. What was the 4th one? I did not like the Gauls, to be completely honest with you. Or the Germanic tribes in Rome 1. The Carthaginians, they're kind of okay. If I'd go into the files and unlock the Iberians, I enjoyed the Iberians. Not sure if they worked very well. Trying to remember. 5th one's hard, because Rome 1 don't remember all the factions. Squinting hard, thinking hard. Maybe like the guys next to the Seleucids to the right. I don't remember their names. For Rome 2, this is easy. First faction, Macedon. They're the best. Followed by Egypt is a fun starting position, but it's funny enough I've never beaten a campaign as them. After Egypt, probably, happily, pubbly, doubly, Sparta. So that's 3. Sparta or Athens, by the way. Both are fine. That's 3. What's the other one? Syracuse. I know there's a lot of Greek factions here, but Syracuse is in a fucking awesome spot. Fuck it. Just go to war with Rome and Carthage. It's great. You don't understand. Now for the 5th faction. I'm still thinking. Yeah, the no, wait, no. Not the Averni. What's the orange people called in Iberia? Lusitanians? Maybe it was them, or was it the other one? It's the ones in the middle. Specifically the middle. They were kind of fun. The badminton baller donated when you weren't streaming yesterday. He wants to know if you got it. Oh no! God damn it, so many people donate all the time. Which is amazing, by the way. It's not amazing that I don't know about it. Badminton baller. Hold on, I'm pulling up the stream log. To hell with the men. We must find this super chat. Thank you for the donation. Though, by the way, you don't have to donate to inform me that. Just send me a DM on Discord, by the way. And if you have the message, if we missed one, DM it the message on Discord in its entirety. Oh yeah, we have to show a fan art. Okay, so it's from Badminton. We have Alexander 2 hours ago. His name was Bad. Holy fuck. Badminton, wow. You donated that when we were we live? You didn't even say anything either. Bad, I assume this is the one, right? What Streamlabs is telling me, it just says Bad. It doesn't say Badminton or anything else. You donated $102. That is incredible. Thank you very much. Holy shit, how did we not see that? Did we stream 3 days ago? What was 3 days ago? Today is Tuesday? No. Today's Saturday. Holy shit. I don't even know. Saturday? Friday? I'm thinking if there's streams, sorry. We didn't stream anything. To my knowledge. Did we? I don't think we streamed anything. Hold on, I'll open up chat and see if you guys say anything. I can't remember last time we streamed, really. Oddly enough. Oh, the Scythians are fun. I almost forgot about them. Where's Badminton? The Badminton baller. Oh, there you are. Oh my god. What the fuck? My brain completely lapsed in who the Badminton baller was. You've been here before. Or do you have the exact same icon as someone else? You've been here, right? You've been here for a long time. If you're the right person thinking. My brain is having a complete lapse in fucking thought right now. The prize is Kibs Sheeps. I don't know about that. Don't forget to look at the art, though. That's actually amazing, by the way. I haven't even checked, like, any of our donation things, so I don't check them to the end of the week, and I've been too busy to look at the revenue we're pulling in right now. Mostly because it's all about maintaining the job we have. I'm sure you'll understand. Rather difficult. But it'll get easier, I hope, with time. Think. So, $100, that is definitely a full animation, and then some. Be a concept art is what that turns into. I'm trying to think of what it's going to turn into. Honestly, when it comes to like your guys' donations, it just sort of all turns into a big pile, and then from that pile, I'm like, artists, here's the work we have to do, and then that pile shrinks until it's gone. That's normally how it goes. And yeah, no, thanks to you to the donation and all the donation we received thus far. I was watching you in the VTM. Seems that Barge is a terrible GM. He is quite vindictive to for no reason at all. F for respects. Don't worry about it. He's vindictive because he's a little brat and he needs to be put in his place. Oh, Dev has been using my artwork again. I need to finish his thumbnail, by the way. Dev commissioned me for Short Fat Otaku. Commissioned me to do 2 thumbnails for him. The one with the thinking copy with the steam, and then I did the one with the little, the phone. The phone one I wanted to redo because I was not happy with it. Because the fingers look stupid. And I'm terrible at art. That's why if you look in the Discord server, you'll see I drew some hentai not too long ago. Because I've been trying to practice and get good. Didn't work out so well, though. And now with this work thing, it's only getting harder to find time to do it, which I still need to do it. Ugh. Gotta find time. Time is the fucking worst thing right now. Gotta work on game. But I also gotta stream, because if we don't stream, we'll get forgotten. If we get forgotten, then sadness and sad times. And suicide. Much suicide indeed.
We hunger for battle.
So, we know that the barbarians are coming here. We know that we want to peace out with them, because come on, guys. Like, we've been at war for a long time. It's time.
I have little gain in wasting the day on you.
It's time for peace.
Speak quickly and well. Speak ill.
They're never going to go to peace with us. We're just going to have to deal with their bullshit. Problem is, these settlements are relatively shit, and against full stacks, they will not hold. I could raise a legion here, but it's only going to get yeeted. But we're going to anyways, because we need to slow them down.
Get to it, men. It is a great and glorious.
Committed tenses are garbage. No other candidates available, sadly. Throat hurts. Tea, much better. Kibs needs a hug, I think. No. We just need to get this build out. I want you guys to see what we're dreaming, what we've been envisioning, what we've been working on. If we could just get... That's not going to happen anytime soon. But if we could just get to the point where we could... Like, a demo could be available. Then if you could truly see the vision, like, fully, I think then a lot of people would be... Like, a lot of people... I think people would be very, 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 very excited. More than they already are. Because our people are already excited, which is incredible. Oh, God, there's so much work. And there's so much paranoia, too. Fuck, paranoia. Sad times, sad times. It's like, oh my God, need to get this game done. But again, can't go too fast, because that's impossible.
Let them cower like kennel dogs.
Why? Why do you have so many fucking cunt weasels?
None will escape.
So many fucking shits. We need to kill them.
And honor.
Have you tried tea with honey and lemon? Maybe, but I'd have to go to the grocery store for the rest of that stuff. Arch wants to see Kibs' character suffer. Others just get roped in, because, you know, whole party looks at Kibs' character and goes, get dance raped all the time. Yep. Arch earned all the autism. As long as it's not woke. It's not woke. I think that it will do well, Kibs. What? It's not woke at all. It's nothing about being woke. But it's a fucking weird way of thinking about it, I suppose. Our game is very much a game. And that is why I think you'll like it. It's like, what? That is a very retarded way of wording that. It's like, you ain't got a problem with it, boy. Fuck, boy. I'm sad. Help me. Help. I'm so sad. Not sad because, like, job. I'm sad because this fucking, like, battle. I don't know where the enemy's coming in, so I'm sad. I don't know where they're coming from. I don't want to deal with their bullshit. But they're gonna come from somewhere, and we're gonna have to deal with their bullshit, whether we want to or fucking not. So it doesn't really matter. Doesn't fucking matter. Now there's a little cute kawaii road right there, which gives me derpy ideas. Remember, we're on the defense now. The enemy are on the offense, so they're gonna have to learn to live with our fucking shit or get fucked. Yeah, we can see for quite a ways out there.
And how God no longer loves them. Prepare.
I got the hiccups, dudes. The hiccups. Oh gosh, we're gonna assess a separate chat. You're being very generous today. Holy shit. Generous in these tumultuous times. I was honestly never expecting donations during once the corona hit. I'm surprised to see that revenue's gone up, which is interesting. I thought it would go down, honestly. Then again, we've also been growing quite a bit, so it might actually just be simply we're growing, and that's why. I don't know. I don't understand YouTube. I try to figure it out, but I just don't get it. So I just make videos and just say, well, I don't fucking care. Fuck the algorithm. Fuck everything else. It's my way or the highway. It's fine. Don't care anymore. I have ceased giving a shit about YouTube's bullshit ages ago. You better not be doing a cavalry maneuver, Becca. You are. That's why I'm gonna fucking go over there and kill you myself. Also, onagers, can you just, like, please hit the actual target? Not that cunting hard, I know. Now, the enemy are coming from over there, because of course they are. All for the love of Christ. If we get them to engage in this little narrow thing, that'd be fan-fucking-tastic. It's hard to read what is accessible here and what isn't. Hover your mouse over, you can kind of read what areas are and aren't. Okay, so now for the donation, now that I'm done spurging. Well, Dark donated $5 dues and says, want another Empire Total War based more around colonialism in Africa, Southeast Asia, and China. Can play out so many fantasies of China. Fantasies F China, etc. Honestly, I actually really like China, not CCP China. I'm talking about like Chinese, like just their kind of like history and stuff, because it's kind of interesting. Or what we know of it, I should say, before they retconned it. It's a shame too. Yeah, no, I'd like an Empire Total War set global. Like, I'm talking truly global, too. I love that idea, Glendar. Thank you for the donation. But I'm thinking, like, I want Japan. I don't want just, like, a little bit. Let's rephrase it. I want it to be called Total War, like, World Total War or something like that. And I want it to be a globular Total War. Completely globular. Globular. Bleh. Like, as in the sense that we have everything. All the way from Japan, all the way to Spain, all the way to everywhere. Just the whole thing, the whole big world. And what they could do with Globe Total War is they could just do era expansions. Like, and they could almost charge full price for them, almost. Basically, it would fit together like pieces of a puzzle, like another game, Total War Warhammer. Except this one would be better because in the sense that you'd get different eras. So I think the beginning area you get is like the early, you know, or maybe late 16th century, and it ends 18th century, Napoleonic. That'd be great. Globalist Total War. Fucking Alex Jones shows up. Oh shit. Oh man, I can't believe Alex Jones is actually retarded though. I actually watched some videos of him. I'm like, holy shit. It's funny. It's fucking hilarious, but Jesus Christ. My brain. Makes me sad. I keep forgetting people can actually be insane. I guess that's just how it works. Globular, not global. Globular. Globular Total War. It's globular. It globs. It sounds like some sort of like Rule 34 thing, like the globular bits of sperm or something. It's like, get out of here. Disgusting. Globulars. Globular. I don't like that word. Gross. It has an icky feel about it. 15 pounds. Gotta put you on monocle. I say, oh my god, I'm killing my own guys. Oh shit, I should tell them to stop, but I'm not gonna, because I don't care. And they're gonna have to learn to get used to friendly fire in Kibs' army, as this is simply how wars work. Now, to Alexander's super chat. Let the bidding war for Kibs cheeks begin. I will conquer the mountain of your lower regions, Kibs. You will be my India. But why does this rhetoric become a thing? You know I don't look like Aerith. Half the time people are like, oh yeah, I want to fuck that cat girl. It's like, dude, I'm not a cat girl though. I'm just some dude whose mascot is Aerith. There is a huge difference between mascot? Sure. You want to bang Aerith? Fantastic. Good night, Orda. You will be my India. Good lord. When I tell fucking... I don't even care anymore. Never mind. I don't even care. I was saying, when I tell the dev team, like, guys, we made quite a bit of money the other day, they're like, oh, yay. They'll be like, but some of the things they said were retarded. And to be fair, it has been completely retarded. Oh no, what are you doing? I don't even know what you're doing. I have no idea what's happening. Yeah, I wanted to win this battle. But there was no way I was gonna win it, per se. I've been too busy yammering and yammering. Oh wow, we're not here to win the war. We're here to kill the sand people. Just kill enough sand people. Maybe the sand people will run away. Look, I'm killing a lot of sand people here, and they're not running away. No, who is running past us is those fucking Roman dudes. They're supposed to be fighting these guys.
The men are running.
I think they're flanking us. Oh shit. Kill them faster. Kibs, we know. I'm into the voice. What the fuck? It's terrible. Chat is going to burn in hell. Thank you for the donation, though. Okay. Now, do you guys like it when I tell you how much money we raise in terms of, like, how much assets it is? Because I think you guys probably want to know that information. Or is that something that you don't want to hear? I always sort of just assume that you guys want to hear, like, oh, wow, you funded an entire animation today. Which is pretty fucking cool when you think about it. It's like, nice. I mean, sometimes, you guys, you donate enough money, I'm not gonna lie, that we literally end up having to put it into something else, as in we put it onto channel art. That's happened. Where you guys donate so much money where we actually put it into channel art, because it's like, okay, we need to spend this money, because I don't want to pocket it. I've never once pocketed it, and I don't have the intention of pocketing any of it, because one of the agreements that Bubbles and I made a long time ago is that all the money goes to the video game. Because the video game needs it a hell of a lot more, and the channel needs it a hell of a lot more than I do. Which is nice, though. It is nice, because it's like, oh yeah, extra art assets. And it feels like you get so much more shit done. It's fucking awesome. Glenn Direct donates $5 reduce and says, no, Alex, his hills is mine, and I will colonize his rear in the name of Americans everywhere. I want to commit suicide sometimes. That's terrible. We lost this battle. Now I'm upset. Now, Kibs, you should have known you were going to lose this battle. You were fucking outnumbered, and yet you ran into it headlong anyways. Yeah, but I figured the sand people would die. Oh my god, I had cavalry. Oh no. I could have killed at least like 1,000 more dudes with this cav unit. And they just ran. Didn't even fight. Oh no. Oh, I'm glad Bubbles isn't watching. Thank you for the donation. Much obliged. I like knowing what I donated completely took care of an animation commission. Which is fucking awesome. Like, for instance, these two animations, these were... I think when I commissioned them at the month, I'm not sure if any of the donations went to these. I don't think so. I think I ended up paying for both of those completely. But let us take a squeak peek. $87. We have definitely gotten another animation. We're now over an animation And considering the donation we had from Badminton the other day, we are now up to 2 animations, which might end up being some tiles and some other things too. Now, what I mean by tiles, in case you don't know, those are the little squares in the game, you know, the little textures on the ground, like the grass and stuff like that. That all has to get made, all and animated. If the wind, you know, blows, little pixels swaying in the wind. Maybe a wheat field. I'm not sure how much tiles are going to cost, though, to be honest. We've never commissioned those. One thing we've commissioned thus far is characters. But considering the tile sets are going to be pretty big, I imagine it'll be pretty pricey at the end of the day. Because, well, you know, you got to get all those toils in. You can't have all the grass look the same for every square. You got to have, like, a big brush set. So that way when we paint the map, you know, it looks like, okay, there's tons of different variations of the grass. That, I do not know when that will be implemented. Shinkatsu donates some Filipino pesos, stuttering, for 50 50s. Kibs need mun-muns. It's not just Kibs. Our team needs mun-muns. I personally am doing fine at the moment. Granted, if our client were to axe us, that would no longer be the case. But for now, I'm alright. And that's what matters. Can we not be at war? I don't want to fight people. Why am I doing the Western Roman Empire? Campaign gives me sad faces. And it's all your fault. Kibs, be a cartoon ethon like Project Melody. You could use the money to fund your business. Yeah, but there's some things I don't want to do. And that's one of them. That's retarded. Oh my goodness. Can't play the game because you gotta donate so much. Calm down. Alexander my tongue, it broke. Donated £10. I will destroy your rebel force and conquer Kibs for myself. You will be the jewel of my empire, especially those giggly buns of his. That's terrible. That's genuinely but thank you. That's the worst part. You go like, oh, that's disgusting. But thanks. Terrible. Why would you say that? I hope you have good fortunes. I'm so sad because the bad guys are right there and they're gonna attack me next turn. Oh. There's enemies everywhere, chat. Everywhere. Fuck it. I will be right next to you. I kind of want a military access accord with you.
Honor us. There is food enough for 2 armies awaiting us when we have talked.
We have military access? No. We have a... Oh, no, I read that. My brain stopped working. Military access, yeah. They're Saxons. You're no longer safe, you little fucks. Icicles of blood. Ooh, so edgy. Oh, Christ on a stick. The Roman Empire's all poopy and collapsing. Because of course it is.
Ready for battle.
Oh no, you're stuck. Oh, sucks that the Ostrogoths are getting autoed. Sadly, it's not their last army, though.
Kill them all.
But it's one less to go. Right in the balls. Did I hear something? Oh, Kibs is just retarded. Kibs is retarded. I'm gonna sit down with a nice peated whiskey and continue in a minute. Whiskey? You drink alcoholic beverages? No.
We hunger for battle.
Alright, what the fuck?
Journey completed.
This stupid fucking Ostrogoths can go fucking die. Once they're dead, I can just go do something else.
Ready for battle.
No, don't do that. Tired of fighting you. Just go away. Need to kill more of these factions off. Specifically the hordes.
At your command.
Need to give those governors and anyone in governorship much public order bonuses so we can stop these rebellions. Then we're gonna kill the ever-living shit out of these cunting barbarians. Oh god, more barbarians. No. We're not gonna win this battle. Fuck it. Kibs is good lad. I like to think so too, but you never really know. Architect of Fate donated $5 and said, "Alright, Kibs, can't even spell. That's terrible." I'm gonna rephrase these things to make me more comfortable. All right, Aerith, time to, sorry, Aerith, I'm throwing you under the bus here. To bear down and prepare for cheek clapping of a lifetime. Choo choo, nothing will save you when the G raping train comes in you. Poor Aerith. They're like, that's not what he said. He's like, well, that's what I thought you said from my point of view. The Jedi are evil. Oh my god, the city has a wall now? It's so weird, isn't it? It is weird. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the previous donation, by the way, Architect Fake. Another donation we said. Glow in the Dark says his clapping cheeks will be an or her clapping. We're just gonna rephrase it to Aerith. I'm throwing you under the bus, Aerith. You deserve this. Aerith, her clapping cheeks will be an inspiration for a revolution, which we will build a monument to her dummy thick buns. We will celebrate when we have Aerith bunned back. See, if I just rephrase everything to Aerith, you'll eventually forget who you're talking about. We have the brain of a peanut. They're gonna try running through the gate, aren't they? See, if I barricade a certain street off, I'm gonna end up cucking myself out of a road and then I'll be dead. That wouldn't be the first time that's happened either. We got another, by the way, thank you for Glow in the Dark for the donation. Got another donation from Meyer for 14 North Green monies of a fat-looking cat. That's great. I'm sure Aerith would be happy or proud or something. Might squeak at you. If you're lucky. Yes, the spirit. The real question is, chat, would you clap Aerith's cheeks? They're pondering. Oh. No, we won't forget. We never forget. Shut up, Crux. You forget everything. How do you forget you're even here? Yeah, where am I? For the savior! Look at those poor little horsies. They're dying. Not dying fast enough, sadly. They're dying, which is the biggest and most. Why did that open up? Gatehouse, you can go burn in hell for all eternity. You're not supposed to open to the enemy. You're not. Architect of Fate donated $3. We don't want Aerith. Or no, wait, let me rephrase that. We don't want Kibs. Oh my god. We don't want Aerith. We want cheeks of Midwestern boy Kyle. Don't worry, I'll keep it away from the face. It's terrible. Has donated claps. Ugh. Some guy donated $3.90. Claps for the clap god. Cheeks for the cheek throne. Bring back Mothgarl channel. If you'd stay active for long enough, maybe. But you gotta prove yourself worthy. You gotta earn it. Gotta be active for at least a decade. That's a long time, though. That's the point. You gotta be active for centuries. They're all gonna land inside my fucking castle. Oh my god. Go away. I like how these walls look like they're an upgrade, but they're actually a goddamn downgrade because you can't put guys on them. On the bright side, 2 boats bugged out, which is very convenient for me at the very least.
The tower is nothing but ash now.
Uh-oh. He went a little leggy there. Okay, we just need to basically trick them to go towards the towers. The towers of sadness. Just kill them all, damn it. Just killing them all. Did I miss any? No, I didn't. Okay. God damn it. Problem is when you get so many, it's so hard to keep up. God damn it. Alexander says, I'll discard Kibs for Aerith. Oh, well, that's nice of you. Poor Aerith. So you won't be able to walk, guys. That's mean. She'll be stuck in a barrel. Oh no. Using innocent perfect image such as Kibs, cute buns, he will never become an instrument for your vile perversions. He's mine. Poor chat. They're becoming disillusioned. Happens to the best of them. Thank you for the donation. Much obliged. Unfortunately, fireballs of death aren't as effective on horses as they are on infantry. Okay, they're coming soon, boys. Whoops. They're all gonna land inside the city, aren't they? Oh my god, sometimes when you right click, it'll lag because like you're trying to drag out the formation you drew, but it has a very hard time. Kibs, I would say something about these guys, but I might get taken off of YouTube. Yeah, I gotta be careful, man. You can't let the boob tube take you down. Game, can you stop randomly lagging for no apparent fucking reason? Wait, that's a control point right there? Why would we put that on the beach, you fucking mongoloids? I'm like, I don't know, put it on the beach because funny her there. They're all waiting to land here. Sadly, even though my boat's bugged out, their boats still land anyways. There's more barbarians. They never stop coming, Chad. Barbarians everywhere. They're gross, Nicky. Well, we've managed to repel the barbarians on that side. Thank fuck for that. Oh no, the tower's gonna implode. Fucking barbarians, go to hell. Come again another day. I kind of wish this had the... Oh yes, that one's on fire completely. That means that entire unit will be wiped out. They will make little bubbles right there. And the worst part is they won't even be able to swim to shore, even though it's like 2 feet away. Lol, fuck you. That's all I have to say to that. Okay, time to pull back. The French fleet was useful at blockading the British fleet. Random fact of the day. $10 reduce. Arithmetic is the deceiver away from the glory of Kibs' rump. We revolutionaries will plow the fertile soil of Kibs. You loyalist bootlickers. No, then the Empress is the focus of the server, not the Kibs. There's a good reason for that, too. Prevention of egomania. Speaking of, Sala is working on the Arifdaki Makara arc, by the way. I don't really know where that's at right now, but I do know it's in progress. And the pre-concept stuff I've seen thus far look pretty solid. Oh yes, and thank you for the donation, by the way. Much obliged. Much obliged. The artists are going to be spoiled again. This is never good. You can't pay them. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, damn, Kibs became EA in a heartbeat. Paying them is for savages. Real art slaves work for free. Pew, 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 pew. What's this? Gosh damn it. Aerith's name is spelled A-R-I-T-H, not A-E-R-I-T-H, you biggers. You absolute baccaloids. Like, what is a baccaloid, precious? What is baccaloid? Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a squeak. These trees being on fire in this courtyard is only part of the cinematics. The city's fine, it's just a little steamy is all. See, only simps for Arch call him Arch. Real Chad lads call him Barch. Where? I think we'll win this. That is a godsend of a route right there, my friends. A godsend indeed. Now quit routing through my guys so the tower stops shooting me in the back.
Men are broken and running for their lives.
There's those axemen. We knew they'd come. Now there's always a battle timer on by default, which is good, very good. However, I want them sunken at sea. I want them sunken down. That's what you get for having shitty infantry, Celts. Fuck you. There we go. She's on fire. Let's see if we can't make that spearboat burn too. This boat clusterfuck here is great. It's great for me, not for them though. Yes, burn, burn. That's another one down, another one down, another one sinking at the bottom of the sea. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Very nice. They're all sinking. I love how they're fucking floating dead in the water, like fucking. It's like, dude, just swim to shore. Like. I'm going to hell now for sure. This reminds me of that video I saw on YouTube where there's a bunch of Somali dudes like on a raft trying to flee to Europe or whatever, like refugees, And the boat, they sink their own boat because they're like, take us on board your boat because we're in danger and you have to rescue us. Thing is, it was like a commercial fisher ship or something, so they didn't have to do it, and so they didn't. And so they're just like in the water, and they're just like spinning around in the water until they just stop wiggling because they died. And it's like, God damn it. Why the fuck did you ride across the Mediterranean without learning how to swim, you absolute fucking retards? Oh, you deserve to die if you're that stupid, though. Like, you shouldn't do that. It's like, okay, you're gonna try to migrate to a country rather illegally. You already know that you might die because it's a perilous journey. And now you're gonna be an absolute fucking retard. I'm not gonna learn how to swim. Or get a raft or anything. It's just like, are you serious? Like, come on. Absolute mongoloids. I don't have any remorse for people that stupid. You should know better. Oh, close. We almost had that boat. The weird part is, what happens when it sinks there? God, is it buggy? Oh God, what's happening? Chad! Chad, what's happening? Chad, the boat's... I don't really know what's happening to the boat. That is the weirdest bug I've ever seen. So, that's retarded. Okay. The boat gonna sink or just gonna burn there for eternity? I've seen some weird shit in Attila, but that's just fucking special. Alexander donates 15 pounds. The Royalist Bank is looking dire. I must win this war decisively, or perhaps the fruitful paradise of Kibs Mounds will be lost to savage aesthetic... atheistic idealists. What? Far from the loving embrace of the crown. The actual fuck. What kind of crack you guys smoking? You should probably stop. It's probably not good for you. Did you know they painted the little shields because they thought it'd be funny? But sadly, painting atomic symbols on your shields isn't actually making them atomically powered. There, we've made those little fucking barbarians fuck off again. I've got to go. Oh no. Yeah, we'll let them run and get shot to death as much as possible. What a weird journey that was to go through that gate. Another donation, geez Louise. Architect of Fate, those $3 dues, they are not Mongoloids, Kibs. Mongoloids originate from the east of the Caucasus Mountains. Negroids come from the south of the Mediterranean. Yeah, but Mongoloid sounds funnier. It's also a word that isn't used nearly as much by comparison. At least I don't think so. Well, we've killed all that we can. And that army shouldn't be bothering us anytime fucking soon. Fuck them. Fuck them. They can go burn for all I care. Oh, thank God they're gone. Oh, son of a bitch. I unfortunately think we do not have the manpower for the... Another one. Well, fuck. Also, thank you for the donation, Architect Fate. Much obliged. Sadly, it does seem that the enemy refusing to relent. Marcus Aurelius, confine yourself to the present, he said, and then died. What? I have a new plan for this battle. It's a little less retarded than the old plans, but it's not much. Right, so we're gonna put these guys here. First fucking goddamn content thing we do.
Stand ready! Defensive testudo!
My eyes, they sting. Something spicy got in them. Right. Then, the fucking 2 or so guys we have left. And I told Bubbles it remembers what the city's damaged. However, this tower never died, game. That is completely fabricated, that tower's wiped out. So, it remembers a little inaccurately what towers were destroyed. Radioactivity is discovered by Madame Curie. Radioactivity is in the air. For you and me, tune in to the melody. Gosh darn it, Meyer, you nutty little bastard. Yeah, nutty, I'm just a little different. Nothing wrong with being a little different, Moya. Little Moya. You little bastard. I wonder if this is a horrible idea. Chat, this is a horrible idea. I'm going to sincerely regret this decision. But basically, what I'm like, I've never seen this done. And I've never done this specific thing because I never thought it would work, because I thought it would be retarded. But because we're probably going to lose this anyways, it doesn't hurt to try to set up an actual blockade. So our little boaty boats are going to prevent them from landing to try to buy us time. We have another donation for $10 dues. Alex, this war between us is over. Over precious resource. Let's break bread and establish a peace. Kibs Bun should be enjoyed by all, so let's split the mounds down the middle. There's a special place in hell for both of you. Like, oh man, we're going to hell now, boys. GG, no re.
More of them would die in their voyaging. But perhaps the Lord does not want to poison all the world's fish. So then, we will fight.
The 7 guys cheer on the boat. They're like, yeah, woo. Yeah, a technique in a movie is probably not going to apply very well here. It's also not an entirely uncommon doctrine. Try to prevent ships from entering. Granted, as their broadsides are exposed to ramming, but the ships we're facing can't ram. I have a feeling they're just going to go into melee, in which our boats will absolutely get fucking ravished. Well, at the very least, we'll kill an absolute metric fuck ton of their horsies.
The walls are under attack.
I'm not looking forward to this battle, though. The second movie. Yep. It was the Armada lady and the Armada dude doing their Armada stuff. They're like, oh, we're in the water. Herp derp, it's all splishy splashy spooshy. That's totally how the movie went, by the way. It was a fun movie, if nothing else. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Look at the bad guys. They're coming in. It just frowns. I'm not happy. These boats are bad, and they must be stopped. They all have pictures of horsies and bear claws and random fucking animals and shit. Alright, boaty boats, you better do fucking God's work or we're all fucked. Because I don't think fucking Jeff and his brigade of losers are gonna stop them. Have them advance past the outhouses. On the bright side, we have a silver chevron on our committencies. But I knew that was going to happen. The gate closes. Why did it open to begin with? Game, no, cause funny. Game, it's not fucking funny, game. Fucking retarded. Why? Okay, how is this actually working? Well, they've gently booped into me. It is unfucking surprisingly surprising me. It's actually fucking working, Chad. Holy shit. Good night, Reed. See you later, and you have a good one as well, buddy. Boy. Chad. Look. Look, Chad. It's fucking working, Chad. Holy fucking shit.
This ship will continue firing.
I have no words for what's happening here. Well, I guess we've learned a new strat in Attila. A very useful strat, assuming the AI doesn't attack, though they are pushing the boats back. But it looks like we'll be able to slow them. That's one more down. We've honestly killed all that I think we can kill. And that's another unit wiped out. I don't know which one's the heavy general dude. No, but what have you done? Chat, what is happening? Also, we have a donation from Alexander. Over this conflict, I have come to respect you. We will drink merrily on the summit of Kibs. You and the rest of chat will be able to live long and prosper between the beautiful peaks of cows behind. Cancer is all I have to say on that. But the most important thing to take away is not that, chat. It's actually to take away this. Also, they've managed to break through. They have pushed my boats apart. Look, the only reason why this fucking worked, I stand by it, is simply because the AI is retarded. Not because it's competent. Come on, fire! Fire! You failed me.
They are trying to take out our general.
Oh god, it's gonna do that weird bug thing again. Well, that's another unit wiped out. Holy shit though, chat. We have managed to utterly annihilate a few of their boats. That general boat, if it's annihilated, will be catastrophic to them. claims they're high threat. But I'll drag them into the towers so they take a lot more casualties.
General has been killed! Excellent!
Jesus Christ. Insane the amount of damage we're doing to these guys. Very nice. That unit's not doing well, which is good. Right, so we have a new strategy how to hold these fucking ports, chat. And another one dead, and another one dead. Oh god, what's happening? Oh, god. No, don't let him around. No. No! No, it's forward! Oh god, burn it. Yes! Holy shit. We should have lost this battle. If it was against a player, we would have lost this battle. Unfortunately, our admiral ship might burn soon for friendly fire. What? Okay, well they got past. Push away. Mostly because you're gonna burn. It's gonna sink before it gets a chance to land. Very nice. And that is their complete armada wiped out.
One of our ships is out of ammunition.
That's fucking impressive. Holy shit. Well, not necessarily bored, chat. I worked 10 hours today, you know. It's a little exhausted. Just a wee bit. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. Oh my god, they were trying to get through with horses this entire time. Oh, I did not know. These boys have been holding here the whole time. Killed as many of them as we could. And that should mean that they will not be a threat again. Red sky at night, Admiral's Delight. We got a new achievement, chat. Let's take a look. Burn 10 enemy ships during a single campaign battle. Yeah, I've never done that before. That was a lot of enemy ships burned. Not bored. But it is getting close to Kibs' bedtime. Sadly, I have a bedtime. Like I said, chat, we just have to survive this. thing and we go back to normal. But sadly. Fuck. Another battle. Let it be known far and wide. Today we celebrate our peace. So let chat lay in the shade of Kibs Mound. Plant the seed in the valley. That is the gayest thing ever, and I'm both not proud of you and not proud of you for going up with that. That's terrible. I wish I was a cat girl, because at the very least it wouldn't be fucking gay. Then, with cancerous shit you're saying would at least make sense. But right now, it's just fucking gay. Ain't no way about it. Well, it's raining, which is in our favor. Sort of. Problem with this particular city is there's too many avenues of attack. A lot of range units on that flank, but not a lot of them over there. What we'll do is we'll hide our boys here. Exploratories over here. Alexander McKellen says, but we still don't like the French. Womp womp, poor French boys. See that? Missile warriors. Bet you never missile warriored before. Okay, we'll put the axe boys there. We'll put the other horsey boys over here. Put the general over there. Put these boys right here. Better. Competencies. Actually, we'll swap out them. Maybe they'll expend all their ammunition before. That's why. The idea is we'll run around there. Very nice, very nice. Okie dokie pokey.
When they are decent, honest corpses. They do not look rich enough to buy a goblet of piss. However, we must kill them.
That was a pretty short beetle speech. I missed the battle speeches. At least they have them half baked in here. But I'm talking about the real ones in Rome 1 and Medieval 2. A feature that they refuse to bring back despite popular demand. It's just a nice immersive aspect. Doesn't do much to the game, but it does immerse you quite a bit. Thank you for all the donations so far today, guys. Appreciate it. Team does as well. We'll take a look at it. $191 in donations. Holy Christ. That is another animation. It's almost 3. No, wait. Kibs can't into math. That is definitely 3. We're on our way to 4 now. Jesus Christ.
Our ambush troops have been detected.
Right? Yeah, no, because we had 100 before. Yeah, okay. I had to double think that. Double think. I didn't see those guys there. Help. Those little bitches. Ah, horses love blood. Meow. Yes, go into melee, you fools. Don't use your javelin. Ah! Ah, shit, they're setting shit on fire, unsurprisingly.
Our general is being attacked! Keep him alive! A blaze has begun in the settlement!
Not good, as they're just simply running everywhere, setting everything on fire because they find it amusing, maybe? I'm not quite sure. Either way, we've managed to shatter one unit. There are a lot to go. Okay, so far so good. Don't spend it all on too much, man. Gonna have to eat some expenses. Gonna need at least some of your expenses for Alexander. Oh shit. That little whore. Just a little bit of whore. Not a big whore, just an itty bitty whore. Ooh, they got jabbed. Oh, my unit's dead. They got jabbed a little too much, honestly. Oh my goodness. After every meal, a pallet cleanser, top 5 units Total War, and favorite tactic. Later, everyone, I must go off to the sunset. Top 5 units in Total War. Of all the Total War games, my most favorite unit of all of them is unironically the Principes. Why? Because it's just cute. Just kidding. You thought it was the Principes. You fucking know what it is. It's the fucking Macedonian pikemen. Followed by the goddamn chariots in Rome 2. I've never gotten more kills than a chariot unit with fucking almost 10,000 kills. I think our record high was 9,000 kills with one chariot unit. Fuck me, that was hilarious. What was the other one? So that's 2. Principes, and then there's the, who could forget the plebeians? The plebeians are on there because they're so goddamn useless, both in Rome 1 and that, and I'm gonna also count that as the peasants. They're just that unit that I see on the battlefield, and I love them for the sheer fact that I fucking hate them if they're mine, but I absolutely adore them when they're the enemies because they just fucking run. They don't stand. They just run. They're done. They don't want to play anymore. They fucking run. The 4th unit would be the Cataphracts from Ream 2, and the 5th unit would be the what is it? The Latin Cons, or the Flamethrower Infantry. Oh, it's hard. The Flamethrower Infantry from Medieval 2 Crusaders, because they're fucking awesome. Jabrow, give Mun to Captain. Oh god, French Boy has shown up. And Britbong is still here too. Britbong and French Boy have made contact with each other. What will happen? Those are my 5 favorite units. Though honestly, that's with me trying to remember which order I preferred them, because it's kind of hard to remember. And fuck me, they're burning everything. The real question, chat, is what aren't they burning? Oh, goddamn. Little fucks. The whole goddamn thing's on fire. And they're throwing more torches. Those are very long throws, I'd like to point out. Thank you for the donations, by the by. I think we're up to 4 animations. I'm not quite sure. I can't do math anymore. Either way, it's a lot of months. Oh, nice. We have so much work to do. As soon as Sandor's done with his concept piece, give Sato a task. Need to give him wake. Give the little art lads lots of pretty pictures to draw. Oh my god, the entire fucking Coliseum's on fire. And it stopped. It was abrupt, I will say that much. Oh my god, this battle. My soul has begun to seep out of my body, Chan. That's the sound my soul makes. Like a straw. You know? A little straw, slurpy. God give us strength.
Ready for battle! Fire! Battle ready and eager!
Damn it.
Riders advance! Comitatense!
Ponderous.
Warriors eager for blood! Warband!
These guys haven't routed yet. Also, getting units to chase after units in this game is kind of fucking annoying. They just sort of ran away all the time. Or not run away, but your units that chase them, that you gave orders to chase them, sort of stop. And it's like, God, don't stop. Fucking go get them. Go fucking get them, boys. Looks like we have this battle under wraps.
Warband! We'll kill them all!
Which is good. I believe we have it.
The men are broken and running for their lives!
How have you all died?
Of God in heaven!
I do not know. Just get in melee.
We hunger for blood and battle! Get running! Charge!
We're not winning. I hate that fucking bug. Kibs winning a battle. We did it. We saved the town. Last Emperor of Fire collapses. Look, we saved most of it, okay? The biggest part is we made sure that the Roman flag was there, and not the bad guy flag. The bad guy from Star Wars.
Missiles ready! The enemy general is fallen! Our men run from the enemy! This is shameful! Now! Remember your ancestors! Exploratore! Our men are wavering!
We've got him. They're trapped now. Yeah, boy, there they go.
Victory! This is your day!
Kill as many of them as you can. So we don't have to deal with their stupid fucking bullshit later. They routed. Kill me. It's in 3 Kingdoms, well. Yeah, no, I think it's a Warscape bug. Just a fundamental flaw in the engine, sadly. 5 pounds. The French are here, Kibs, and Big Daddy Britain won't be here to help you when they are violating you with a baguette. French boy is nice. Also, be sure to join the Discord, Alexander. I won't be in it tonight, though. Gotta go do the sleepies. Gotta go do the sleepies so that I can do the workies tomorrow. and make sure that we don't stay up too late, because if I stay up too late, then the delicate balance of getting through this is going to be a hell of a lot more difficult. We'll try to stream Monday, by the way, for Half-Life Alyx, so we can finish that. Oh god, this turn never ends. That's to your benefit, though, chat. That's to your benefit. Stilico says, been telling randos on Sargon servers about you. Oh, thank you. Much obliged. Spread the word of Kib. Yes, spread the word of Kib. Like, what? The word of Kib? Is this some sort of cult? It's like, yeah, a little bit. Sometimes you have to be a cult. Flavius Stilico has been spreading the word of Kib. I don't know. That's kind of like... I feel like I'm Kane now. It's like, peace through power. Peace through power. White power. No, I'm kidding. I'm like, oh, shit. You gotta be careful, Chan. Careful what you wish for. Help, I have the downs.
Hold position. God, give us strength. Legio! Melee troops. On watch.
Okay, I'll put these guys here. Scoopity scoopity. And put those guys right there. Very nice, very nice.
And defend. Exploraciones!
Cav out there. Bam, golden. Oh boy, the things I've been saying about you. But why would you say bad things about Kib? Kib has only been good, done good things to the world. From a certain point of view. Look at this. Did you know Total War is the game where, where the fuck did they come in from?
We will crush the enemy with our
Okay.
greater numbers.
So it goes out there. Alright, I was gonna say, it's like, is this just a lake? They built these boats in a lake, like, we're going across this lake, fuck you. Not gonna lie, it's very cool that these are all lined up perfectly. Even though it's retarded when you actually think about it. Hurry, little lads, hurry. Oh, good, oh, good. They all have the burning trait, the raider trait, because they're fucking raiders. They're just gonna burn everything. Hey, wait a minute. Oh. We are lucky that they are burning those towers, because this is the faction that has the ability to capture towers. That would be very, very bad.
A blaze has begun in the
Kib.
settlement.
Trust the Kib. I'm kind of heavily influenced by Invader Zim when it comes to the Kib. It's like, trust the Kib. The Deeb. The Deeb. Oh, terrible.
Their tower has been destroyed. This bodes well.
We're definitely at 4 animations now. Yep, very much so. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get that game done by God. Not anytime soon, but it will be done. Oh god, if you only knew how many characters there were. Actually, no, wait, you can probably get a good guesstimate based on if you look at the concept art we've actually posted. Just from the Nephiric Shamans, where they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different shamans, technically speaking. Yeah. There's a lot of sprites. And a lot of fucking models. It's a very heavy game. But hey, it'll be worth it. One character at a time. One character at a time. See you later, Cruxy boy. Seems they're hiding. Gillian's like, I believe in the Kib. Peace through Kib. Peace through Kib. Terrible. Mass Effect is my favorite game universe, so I'm biased towards it, but understandable. I very much like Mass Effect. Mass Effect was one of the root inspirations for our game. Well, it helped define some of the ideas when it came specifically more so to the dialogue structure. Though not quite 100%. Has to do with like how certain chapters are arced. Though I had some different ideas for my own on how to take that and go a little bit further with it. Let's see, what? Oh yeah, so like, the general idea I have for like arcing the story is like, okay, there's the primary arc for the story. The primary arc has like 3 or so endings, right? Or something like that. Then there's the sub arcs for different chapters, because it's broken into a series of chapters, and each chapter kind of has a semi-unique ending, more or less, or something kind of like. It's very hard to parse, if that makes sense, because it's very much on paper and not implemented, so it's heavily susceptible to change. It's whatever works the best. But that's the whole thing, though. Any man who will spend 10 minutes arguing for his right to kill an innocent man and eat his organs to restore his full hunger is a man you can rely on to get things done. Damn right. The thing is, poor little Regu will be educated on how to roleplay. Kibs will break him until he is educated or broken in. And there will be nothing he can do to stop me. I think Riggs is a decent fellow. He just needs a little bit of inspiration when it comes to role-playing, and I think he'll get it. I feel like in that campaign, too many people are just playing themselves, which is boring and not really how you roleplay. I mean, I myself am not good at role-playing either. I need to work a lot, but it's definitely a telltale sign when you have a novice like myself with a bunch of people and you go like, damn, I feel like a veteran. That's not a good sign. It's not a good sign at all. I love how they stopped like point blank so they could throw fucking javelins at me. Fuck you. They're throwing axes too, goddammit. Pokey pokey. This reminds me of Mountain Blade, with the things that stick out of things. No. Yeah, that's one of the problems. So, if you remember in the Lurking Hunger, we struggled too, because it took us a while to get into role-playing, but by the end of it, people said Aerith, people said Canis, people said Xanata, people said, you know, all the characters, Brutus, etc., etc. You shouldn't defer to people by their names. And the problem is the fan art doesn't help either, because the fan art isn't of actually... Well, no, not true. Some of it has been. By the way, we need to show this fan art. We've been meaning to do it all fucking stream. Hold on while I pull it up. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That spells fan art for you and me. This one was by Lightning Psycho. This guy is the guy who did the new character sprites and the campaign for the VTM. He drew a little picture of Aerith. Very well done indeed. Very nice. By the way, you can always find this in the fan art section, and you can find these artists on the Discord server, so if you ever want to give them some commission work, feel free to do so. They're definitely well deserving and very good lads. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, chat. Yes. Like, very. Who doesn't like that sultry cat? Just kidding. A lot of people. Oh no. Explodatores. Well, it's fine. They can burn that side of the city. I don't care. And now this is the part of the battle, chat, where we just sort of sit here and speed through it. Bring back the Bub. Where's Bub been? Bub's doing RP stuff. This is his weekend. He normally does RPs and stuff. The reason why I haven't seen Bubs is because we haven't streamed at normal times since the start of this 70-hour work week thing. We'll get it down. I'm gonna try and shoot for Monday. Bubs is busy Sunday. Monday. I'll try to finish Alex. When I get some free time tomorrow, I will try to also set up, what's it fucking called? Oh god, they're going over that capside tower. Fuck those people. I'll try to set up another thing, because I'm thinking Half-Life Alex will not be a very long stream. Good night, the badminton baller. See you later, buddy. And don't forget, chat, to pop into the Discord server. Say hi to each other, play games with each other. It'll be hard for me to attend the community events this week, but I will still try. The community events this week are as follow: Kane's Wrath. And then next week is Team Fortress 2. After next week is PlanetSide 2 again. And we will not be streaming PlanetSide 2 very often, mostly because those style of MMOs will end up with stream sniping at some point. Though I'll probably stream one more time, but we'll probably get stream sniped. Or no, I might not stream it. Streaming is just a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Purely in the sense of stream sniping is a thing that happens. And this is just from my experience with playing games. I don't even know if we've been stream sniped yet. Though, it's something that PlanetSide and other MMOs have a huge problem with. I would be fine with playing World of Warcraft again, and playing that and streaming it. If Blizzard would stop being retarded. Also, BFA was a disaster. Which made me sad, because I wanted to get into WoW again. And then they went and did that stupid fucking Hong Kong disaster thing. Fucking retards. I love WoW, or I used to. It breaks my heart, really. As to the cat girl, I don't see the appeal. And for a lot of people that I've talked to, it's not necessarily that she's a cat girl, or that she's just a girl, a female, so to speak. It has to do with who she is as a person. Aerith, in particular, when I roleplayed her, is an extremely interesting individual. Very sassy, snarky, snidey, slightly manipulative cat girl. It wasn't always that way. She started out the campaign being fairly innocent. It did not take very long from the experiences for her to very much turn into what she did. Which honestly might just boil down to how Arch GMs. Because honestly, any character would probably turn out that way or fucked up. Like, there's only one or two outcomes really for a character like that. And I feel like even Bruno is going to end up with like something similar happening, because the campaign is designed in such a way that it's very obtuse to the player. So it's like there's not a lot you can do about it. Yes, running yourself into exhaustion, because it's funny and it's hilarious. There. We had to be patient, but the day of reckoning finally goddamn came. And now their archers are finally vulnerable for a charge.
Advance at speed.
It took for fucking ever. There we go. Bob Neiman showed up. I want them cheeks. Give me some chon chon. $2. Bob Neiman, you missed a lot this stream. I recommend you at least speed times 2 the VOD for this. You were a topic for many of the people in chat. You'd be proud, you little Neem, you little Nem. You're gonna be named Neem Chan from now on. Because I hate you. It's like, what? I'm kidding. Are you kidding me? Bruno's ended up having to be the one to manhandle the lolly. Fucking A. If Bruno will take off as a character, not like Aerith, mind you, but a character nonetheless. Bruno could, and Bruno would, and all these characters would, not just mine, theirs would too, if they would just roleplay. It's impossible for Bruno to establish himself as a character right now, purely because the roleplay, there is none. And from what Uzlu has sent me and told me about the previous roleplays, there has never been roleplay in either campaigns that Arch has done with the other lads. There is none. The roleplay levels are abysmally low. Not to say that the game isn't fun, and it's not fun to say that it's not fun playing with those guys, but unfortunately, the campaign really is suffering when it comes to the roleplay side of it. That's partially also on Arch for not GMing properly either.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
As well as it's on the players. Well, if nothing else, we're holding them at bay. I mean, I don't really know what it's like for a viewer. I'm sure that for banter-wise, it's probably great. But as a player who wants to roleplay, I don't know. If I could change something about it, if I could, I would make it so there's more roleplay to it. Other than that, like, it's fine. Bip. It's kind of like, you know, finally forced Arch to come out and say that he was the one who killed the campaigns on stream, because I was like, Arch, why don't we revive these campaigns? I don't mind playing them again. He's like, we should do another Skaven one, and I'm like, I'm not gonna play it. Because the problem is like, I don't want to play a new campaign if I haven't finished one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to keep starting new games again and again without finishing it, because I want to finish the 40k Aerith storyline for my character. Once she's dead or whatever happens, I don't fucking care. I just want to know what happens. Oh god, they're fucking gonna be, yeah, we're gonna be cut off. Ah shit. Ah shit. Well, fuck. If nothing else, we have stalled them with the cab for as long as we fucking could, I guess.
Enemy troops have reached the walls. Scout equitas.
Maybe we can disengage in time. I somehow doubt it. Oh no, it looks like we can. Question is, will the archer shoot us in the back? New XCOM women look like men, and aliens that were made to be puppet by elders have higher thought and can talk for some reason. I do not know. That honestly, when it comes to the new XCOM DLC, like with its synthwave Miami like warm colors, Like, it looks more to me like a parody than an actual sequel. Isn't that what it is? It's a parody? And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually kind of cool. That they'd actually make a parody and sell that. Because that could be kind of fun. Could be kind of interesting. There's a lot of dynamic problems I find with certain factions, though, in a lot of games. Like, for example, if you look at the Combine and the Half-Life, they've been changed quite a bit. So that the, you know, the other races are actually slaves of the Combine, and they're actually conquered. They're not actually, like, you know, part of them willingly. Though some of them are. But it boils down to a more interesting dynamic when there's more factions that play internally. Versus them just being like, oh, we're a one hive mind syndicate. Like, meh. Kind of boring. I don't think we'll win this one, boys. But I do think we'll fuck them up pretty good. Killed a lot of them. But the real question is, can we kill all of them? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're stabilizing for now. I'm enjoying the game so far. I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you're having fun with it, that's kind of the big deal. XCOM, when it comes to lore, is kind of like me. Like, I disagree with Archer when Archer's all like, everything must be grim, dark, and bleak, and aliens must always be slaughtered. I'm like, yeah, but that's fucking boring. Like, meh. I honestly like a little bit more dynamic. I like a little bit more like intrigue and diplomacy and other things that, you know, it's not so simple. Because 40K is rather mundane. It's pretty simple. It's like alien bad, human good. It's like, okay. And that's fine for what it is. That's the whole gimmick. But when it comes to other universes, I don't want other universes to be like 40K. I kind of want them to be different, to have their own unique thing, to be a little bit more interesting, to have different faction dynamic. Having internal power struggles within different empires and stuff is way more interesting than a unified empire. Come on, game. Yeah. Yeah.
And victory calls.
Whatever. We killed a lot of them. I can see Earth in a wheelchair. Womp womp. I think so, but when it comes to Half-Life lore, a lot of it was retconned on the spot. Like mid-production, if I remember right. I get that, says Bob Neiman, but if people breeding my bloodline to have cancer for 6 generations doesn't mean if they leave, I don't have cancerous genes. He's sad now. Yep, XCOM, the original XCOM was about repelling an alien invasion. XCOM 2 was about resisting, and then they won. We won, we pushed them off, and now the internal conflict is trying to reunify. And so what they could do is they could push that story there. Some guy says, Kibs, does your game have a working title? Calling it the game feels weird. Oh, our game? It's called Mixer's Legend of Drastria. It's on the Discord server. It has its own channel, too. Inside the Bickering Bunch tab. You can see it right there, and there's some stuff in there. And before the next barbarian invasion. Every time we get to a faction with a red name, I go, just fucking sad. Alright, Eastern Roman Empire, you're dying. Like, you lost all of Greece. We're no longer even fucking bordering. You're friendly with the Sassanids? What the fuck? You're no Eastern Roman Empire. Oh no, they're not friendly. They are friendly though. That's retarded. That's... The ERE is kind of going up in flames. And they lost Constantinople. Fucking kill me. Who declared war on you? Their allies, the Sassanid Empire. Wait, you're dead. The ERE is being abandoned by the WRE because, honestly, they're just losing all of our land anyways, so we're gonna have to go and retake it. We might reform an alliance with them if they're still alive, but fuck it, they're fucking going tits up. I've got enough of my own problems to be dragged into a war with the Sassanids, and have Sassanids fucking floating halfway across the map just to fight me. Thanks, I'm retardo. Womp womp. You're not retarded. My biggest thing that is that it has only been 5 years. That is really short. The whole forget these forces did to us. I mean, it's the same thing with... Actually, no, that's a problem they address in it. To my knowledge, I haven't played the game myself. Like, the whole gimmick about it is that, you know, it's been 5 years and things are falling apart still. Like, it's like a loosely joined together, like, federation. But if they can't hold it together, then it's going to descend into anarchy and bad shit again. And so that's the whole dynamic. And they introduced the idea that there were internal factions within the alien races in the War of the Chosen DLC. Or so I heard. I've not played either. So I don't really know. I'm just purely speculating, so I might be completely wrong on the matter. Kibs, try to keep Spain. It has a lot of gold. Oh, I will. We have currently kept Spain thus far.
At your command.
And we have also managed to repel the Caledonians.
For death and honor! Make haste, men!
Just gonna quickly auto-resolve them out.
Ready?
Good job, Gurgle boy. The question is, can we peace out with them?
I have little gain in wasting the day on you. What you say had better please my ears.
Like, who's the big armies that come in? The Picts, really.
Welcome. Speak. Come on. Do not waste time, better spend it hunting.
You know, if you're not gonna take peace with a little bit of coinage, there's no fucking point in bothering.
At your command. Any man who drops out is
Get them
left
to
behind.
there so that they have allied troops inside the settlement should that other army also attack. Gotta get that gold.
Commander.
That, with the troops garrison, should be enough to hold it, honestly. But I think here's a good spot to save because it's a good spot to end our campaign for today. Honestly, things are going relatively well. We only lost a single territory this entire episode, which is good. Actually, wait, we might try doing something else.
Commander.
Oh, the little Austro cunts.
For orders.
Need military access, but the Lugians aren't the Gepids aren't gonna give it to me, probably.
Greetings, friend. We will speak together of whatever you wish, but bring words that can warm our hearts.
If I sprinkle little mun-muns on it.
A flapping tongue that speaks without wisdom is not welcome. Be like...
They're just not gonna be happy no matter what I do.
Ready for battle. Advance. Is that all? Would that I were as swift as the angels. We cannot follow.
They'll just run away. Either or. We need to wipe out the Ostrogoths, and we need to take care of the Saxons and any other migratory factions. Because honestly, we can settle with the fact that some of these guys are settled. Keep repelling them. Basically, we're going to try to wipe out these guys next as well. Take out the remaining migration factions, and then start... excuse me. And then basically, I want to retake Britannia and get rid of those 3 cunts over there. Sort of stabilize the WR. We have held on to much of it, actually. Which is very good and very nice, and our economy is beginning to stabilize. Bob Neiman donates $10. Yeah, the only troops of the Advent who could think were the toppers. They were 70 to 30 human, alien DNA. The rest were gene-seeded, did not have any higher function. That's why they needed psi. So being drunk at 10 is normal for the Scottish. That explains everything. Womp womp. What difficulty? We're playing on very hard, Mike Alpha. Brown, yes, from the age 0 to 10. Thank you for the donation. Much obliged. But I think here's the good spot to end it. And look, look. We've managed to hold on to everything. We lost Britannia, but Britannia was always going to go. It's just, it's very difficult to hold on to it. Because you either have to put all your resources into Gaul and Illyria, or you put all your resources into Britannia and Gaul. If you let Gaul fall, then you just get split in the middle. And the goal, when you're playing the WRE, is to not get split down the middle. Specifically, don't let them take the anything over here. That's when things just get really annoying. As long as you hold on to Iberia and Italia, you will not lose. And the fact that we've held on to both of them, we're not going to lose. Held on to both of them. All we really need to do is just wipe out the remaining migratory hordes inside of us, and then deal with the Britons, and just continue to stabilize the Empire. The Empire is beginning to stabilize very nicely. Because if we look at the public order map, yeah, sure, there's going to be some red. But you'll notice that a lot of the regions have begun to completely stabilize. Which means that things are going to start getting easier. Once we get rid of the remaining red, which, by the way, that won't be too long. It's winter, though, so of course we're taking a lot of penalties. But once we get rid of it enough, like, then it'll become good. Then we can start actually focusing on pushing back. And we do need to wipe out Britannia, or retake it, I should say. This time we'll do more than just go to Hadrian's Wall. We'll go fucking all the way up. The whole damn thing. There. Beautiful. Beautiful, chat. By the way, I think this is an excellent spot to end it. So until next time, chat, you have yourself a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next stream. So, bye-bye.